Welcome back. So now we're gonna look at some of the more interesting games today. So it's round three, and we're gonna start seeing some very interesting pairings. So we saw Christopher, who won actually a pretty nice game earlier on. He's playing against Paul Yutian. And well, going for this line, it's the Paulson variation. D4 takes A6, and yeah, obviously there are a lot of ways for white to play here. Bishop D3 is one way to play. As is just a normal move like knight c3, but c4 is, I mean, it's almost sort of, I mean, it's going for Maroczy. Yeah, so this is one of the drawbacks of going for this Paulson. You have to be willing to allow such a hedgehog style position. Knight f6, knight c3, bishop b4, and queen d3. So okay, I want to talk a little bit about some basic ideas of this position. So I think less experienced players might be thinking, oh, you can take bishop c3, right? And like give white some double pawns here. And isn't that good? But the fact is that in a lot of these positions, it's actually really, really bad. Because we have this dark square bishop, which is going to be a big problem for black. So for instance, we can play something like bishop a3. And we can really come in on the dark squares. For instance, after rook e8, even bishop d6 looks like a really nice idea. We can consider playing e5 in the near future. So yeah, certainly something that's not very good for white. Sorry, for black. Yeah, something is very good for white. Well, that's not going to happen in a game, of course. I think probably we're going to look at something like castles, or maybe black could even play something like d5, and you never know, that could be what's going on. All right, so we will see. Well, I've seen the game black ended up playing d5. Both sides took on d5, and yeah, bishop e2, and now both sides have castle. So yeah, so interesting position. Of course, if the general idea is that if black can get d5, he's usually fine. But in this case, okay, he's slightly lagging behind in development, and that could be a factor in the near future. So I guess the most logical way would be to continue with knight c6. That seems like a logical idea. And now there are many ways for white to continue. Who can say which is better? cd5 is definitely a possibility. Knight d5, and you can even go for some position like this and claim that you have a nice pawn structure, something like that. Even knight e4, just to make sure that black can't give us these double pawns of our own, and we continue with something like rook d1. And yeah, it can be quite playable for sure. It's definitely a way that white can try to play for advantage by securing these sort of long-term weaknesses to attack. Okay, so meanwhile black is thinking, Fortune's walking around, so we will also move on to another game. Let's see. Okay, we have another Sicilian. Obviously there is a 15-minute delay, so these games will be slightly delayed. c4, e6, g3, d5, and dc4. And the main line here is queen a4. Now, if my memory serves me right, the main line is to play bishop d7, and after queen takes c4, c5. And the idea is that, well, white can get the two bishops after knight e5, but black just plays queen c8. And if knight d7, then queen d7. And after castles, knight c6, black is a very solid position. He just plays bishop e7, castles. And yes, white may have the two bishops, but black has slightly more space in the center, given that it's actually not so easy for white to play d4. So, we'll see. Certainly some interesting play incoming. Alright, Afif is here. Trying to grab a chair and join me. Alright. Yeah, because the chairs have been moved during lunch. So, yeah, we're all sort of setting up over again. Yeah, we're going down this line. Queen a4 check, knight, bishop d7. Yeah, we're just looking at this game. Bishop d7, queen c4, and c5. And we're just saying that this is the main line, yeah? Queen c8 takes... You've of course seen this position many times, yeah? I guess. Classic stuff. And we are going down this line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, okay. Certainly some interesting play incoming. But the Puritan game is still in progress, yeah? And see, after castles is still thinking. We sort of agreed that, white has a slightly more pleasant position. But, well, it remains to see whether they can make something, because structure is, after all, I mean, it's quite an open position. So, actually, the fact that he has, slightly more piece activity could, I mean, it could be a very nice thing. It's a very nice advantage, but also if he doesn't play actively enough, it could equally sort of peter out to draw. Okay, this game is interesting because actually I had a game. One of the games I beat a grandmaster in was in this line.
Wow.
And the fact was I was dead lost. No, because I was just better, and then I blundered something really dumb. Yeah. Okay. b5. Yeah. Bishop. Well, in the game I played bishop e2, so it's slightly different. Yeah. Castles e6, a4. But the whole idea is this: you want to play a4, force the pawn to b4, and then you get this nice square in c4 for your knight. Yeah. Takes, and wow, interesting. He just plays queen e2. Yeah. So the point is obviously he just says, okay, take on e3, help me complete my development. Now I want knight b6. Yeah. And this could be scary, for sure.
Quite
Rook d1. So obviously black is scared because I would be scared too. Yeah.
I will
e4. Wow. Okay. This could well still be theory. I mean, it's definitely still theory. What is blitzing? Bishop g5 takes knight d6 check. Wow. What is this? King f8. So white's down a piece, but b7 is hanging. And I guess the question is: do you take b7 first, or do you take g5? Can see arguments for both.
Yeah. Quite.
Because you could say, okay, this bishop is maybe not, we can take it anytime. But also, okay, if you take, then, okay, black plays queen e7. And what do we do? If we play knight d6, maybe he can consider actually just saving the bishop. Also, knight f4 is worth consideration. But even, let's say for argument's sake, just bishop h6. You cannot play like rook c1, yeah? Although you can maybe get this pawn. Perhaps the better thing to do would be some sort of knight f4. This seems logical, yeah. But okay, maybe I have... Okay, I was going to say that, but you have bishop h6, yeah. I was going to say something like this, so that after takes, I have like this, hitting f7. But you have bishop h6, so it makes no sense. Right, so I guess you're right. Maybe queen c2, yeah? That seems logical. Is knight takes c5 a thing? Knight takes e5, that thing. That's the question, I guess.
Yeah. It's very razor sharp. If knight takes e5, that's when I take g5.
I don't know who. It's Agnes against Agnes. It's Agnes Inception. No, of course it's wrong. Yeah, but okay. Since she sort of knew it, and then now she start thinking. Yeah, so maybe Black has messed up. Maybe Black shouldn't take. Maybe Black should be like castling or something.
Yeah.
But still knight d6. Yeah, it's unpleasant. So maybe this is already wrong, and that's why she's thinking. Yeah. Still, it's strange, yeah, because maybe it's not the top move, but you should at least check what happens if she takes the free piece, right? Or maybe the times are wrong. It's also possible. Because usually DGT doesn't get this wrong, but Clono or ID chess, it's still in it at sort of the early stages. So I have seen them get it wrong before.
Yeah, of course.
I think in the future they will be very good, but right now, they have things to improve for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, maybe you just why are we discussing all those weird lines? We just take b7 and take a6, right? We just take a6, right? Or is there something bad here? Knight b8.
Definitely.
No, but knight b8, knight g5.
Yeah, knight g5, yeah, queen takes.
Yeah.
Knight g5,
Knight takes and knight d6.
Yeah.
Oh, but then g5 hangs. No. Oh, no, I'm doing this wrong. I should just drop my bishop back. Yeah, just drop it back somewhere like c4 or d3. I think I'll put the c4 so I don't run into knight f4. Because if you touch this, then I take g5.
Yeah.
This is the right way to do it. And if you drop back, then I got knight d6. So I won a very important pawn.
Yeah.
I mean, this a pawn is going to be super strong, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
This d pawn is going to be gone. Because you cannot defend it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be winning. That's why when you play these sharp lines, you should be very careful. Yeah? No, I guess that's why she's thinking, because she knew bishop g5 was wrong, and now she's trying to find. But I think this is good. Yeah, let's check the engine what it says. Oh, it's nice. It's very nice. +1.
+1 already. Okay.
Is bishop a6 correct? Or let's see. Knight b7 is only move. Queen e7 and bishop a6 is correct. Yes, bishop a6 is correct. Simple chess. We were being too fancy over the knight g5. There was no need. There was simply no need for that. Simply no need, yeah? Simply no need for any of that.
Oh, black queen b6 here. Queen b6 don't move here.
Wow, okay. It's just everything's defended, yeah? Okay. That's nice, that's nice. So then is knight takes b7 even correct? Knight takes b7 is correct.
So that's correct. But
Queen b6. I mean, but it's at low depth, yeah? So maybe it will go up.
Yeah.
Because to me, okay, it looks like there's some very nice compensation, yeah? Knight c4. Okay, knight d6, I guess bishop must go. Now is the question, yeah?
it's still rough.
I mean, definitely white got good compensation, no question.
Yeah.
But
Whatever.
is there more? Because usually if your opponent is like messing up in the opening, you sort of ask yourself, you're not really satisfied with like good compensation. You want more.
Yeah, you want more.
So that's why I'm asking. Do I have more? Okay, I see. Maybe knight f4 is the idea. Okay.
Man, play g3. So next c4, g3.
No, how about g3? It feels
Knight g4 first.
Feels like. Sorry.
Knight c4.
So knight c4, queen c7. Oh, we're going through this. We're going to this line, yeah. Knight d6 has to be played, yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, not this one. Knight d6 here. Oh, no, knight d6 here. Oh wait, takes. Yeah, there we are.
Here next c4.
Yep. So I want to start with knight c4. That's fair enough.
Queen c7.
Yeah. I'm not sure is a move like queen b7 that turn out, because at least it's protected.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say we go to b7.
And now g3.
Then just g3. Eh? Or maybe I can even do this.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a better way.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to waste I prefer to stop knight f4 with a proactive move, yeah, if possible. So this one looks
So if knight for queen d2.
looks nice, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, knight f4, queen d2, and then now I take d4.
Yeah.
Now I'm really better. Oh, actually no, I have knight a5 threat as well for that.
Yeah,
So
of course.
it's terrible. No, I cannot do that.
Knight f4 is better.
So this looks nice for a while. Let's see what the engine thinks. Okay, he thinks it's nice for white. Not like super good, but it's nice. Plus 0.4.5. It's nice. How about here? Rook
c1.
Okay, makes sense. I guess.
You go for development.
Development, exactly. It's what we teach our kids, right? Rook c1. And for some reason, g6 is only move.
Suddenly, the evolution to know.
Trying to understand why g6 is only. Is there some back rank issue that needs to be resolved? That would be the only explanation for g6, yeah?
I'm not that sure, but...
Or is it just that black doesn't really have that? Oh, you know, he just goes king g7, yeah? That's what he does. Because the king needs to be resolved, so king to g7. That's just simple, yeah.
a5.
We are really overthinking things at this point. No surprise there. Anyone who knows me knows that I have a bit of reputation for doing that. Okay, and you take a6. Okay, I don't know. Doesn't feel like that much calm to me, huh? This doesn't feel that great. No, this doesn't feel great at all.
Let me choose.
This doesn't look good at all. A5 doesn't feel right. Okay, knight f4 is still coming. Maybe just bishop b4 again, or what?
No, bishop for now. Bishop f4 is not that strong.
But now the king, king comes in.
Yeah.
So maybe knight c4 is better. Because it is low depth engine, yeah. There's queen b7 and there's some bishop e4, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
I actually think this is probably the best chance. Of all the lines you're looking at, this one looks the best. Because now I'm thinking maybe I'm not trying to take, maybe I am, who knows. Black always has to worry about these things. Maybe I go rook d1 and try for knight d4.
Yeah.
Black always has to worry about all my ideas. Well, I can threaten none of them. And he doesn't know where I'm coming from. And that is the most sort of unpleasant kind of position, where your opponent has a lot of ideas and you don't know which one they're going to go for. Because what that means is that you sort of have to look at all of these ideas. But okay, definitely we think Agnes is doing well. Interesting, Agnes went for knight takes g5. Is this better? No, she did not. I saw the position she went for knight takes g5, but I don't know, it hasn't been updated yet. What is this? It's not updating properly, is it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's not. Sorry. I just don't get ID chess. Yeah, okay.
That's just
so,
oh yeah.
This game is definitely wrong. I want to play a6 there. What is this game? Bishop f5, knight e5, bishop d3. No, this did not happen. Queen c7, h3. This is the main line, yeah? Knight f6, knight f3, g6. The whole point behind this line is that black is playing queen c7 to stop bishop f4.
Oh, you played,
because bishop f4 is... Right? Sorry?
Crocan exchange, right?
Yes. It's a classic line.
I played knight e2 here.
Yeah, knight e2, bishop g4.
No, I'm not playing h3. I'm just knight e2.
Yeah, knight e2 is another big line, and bishop g4, and then you go f3 or something, and then you go bishop d7, castles, e5, that kind of line. Also another very big line. But h3 is the big main line, yeah? Knight f6, knight f3, g6, castles, bishop f5. That's the whole point of g6. It's not necessarily to go bishop g7. It's more to secure this square so that bishop f5 trade happens. Now, from my understanding, when the knight is on f3, this sort of structure is not very dangerous. Sorry, not knight e5. But this sort of structure is not dangerous.
It's okay.
Because you play e6, you can play bishop d6, and you can use the g8. You can use the g file to attack.
Yeah.
Plus, you get knight e4 as well. So this structure in general is quite nice for black. Yeah. So this is one of those examples where we're talking about double pawns. Yeah. Yeah. This has one of the double pawns that has none of the massive weaknesses of the double pawns in itself.
There are no way to attack the pawn also. You can do double.
Now, I mean, for this type of structure, the main way you do it is you don't castle as white. You play knight e2 and go for g4.
Yeah.
But if you start with a knight f6 move order, then this can't work. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, there is also this line where you sort of go queen c2. So instead of castles, you play queen c2. And then the thing is that black needs to go for bishop g7, castles, rook e1, and you go knight d7. And the idea is you play for e5. I'm not sure that it's here, but so something like that. Black plays for e5.
But I think black also can play like a6, b5. It's quite slow, but
yeah,
it's still an idea.
I mean, there were lines where black was going for knight h5. Oh no, maybe it was here, bishop e3. Yeah, bishop e3 is the main way to do it here. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe after rook e1, yeah, you can consider some minority attack.
Yeah.
And okay, they used to play moves like knight h5, but okay, it looks quite artificial. Yeah, knight f4, bishop f1, bishop f5, and then you just go like queen d2. You know, the knight ends up going back to h5. It's some crazy line like this. But the modern way of doing this is just to play knight d7 and go for e5. And there's nothing here for white. White has some ways to try, and it's like it's one of those positions where you're playing against this IQP, but it's a nice IQP for black.
Yeah.
Mainly because a lot of times black will get bishop f5, or he will get the bishop on d3. Or on a good day, he will get both. So, yeah, that's not a big issue. It's just some line that you should know. But this definitely didn't happen, whatever this was. This did not happen. Okay, so this part is messed up. Okay, this line, yeah. We were talking about this line, yeah? We're saying this is like the main line theory, yeah? Queen c8, we are expecting.
Yeah.
Big line, of course. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's Yin Lin, I didn't know that. Okay. Didn't know he plays this line. Okay. Sometimes your students surprise you with the lines they play. Pleasantly as well.
Yeah.
It's a good line, yeah?
It is very good.
Not like those unpleasant surprises where they play the London all of a sudden. That's the worst thing. But you know,
actually, I have a lot of students who play London before. I have a lot of students.
And then after that, you forbid.
You know, I said on the first class. Yeah, in the first class, I would say, okay, when you start to learn with me, London is prohibited until you die. I said.
Until you die. I wouldn't say until you die, you know, maybe when they're 45 they have no time to learn anything.
No,
but then they should choose another sideline other than London.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even try the Verisov.
I Verisov is
buy Jimmy Liu's book and try the Verisov.
Yeah, Verisov is
you gotta plug my friends my friend's stuff, obviously. I don't have a book yet, so I won't plug mine yet. But next time, I don't know, maybe it'll be B4 with Chan Kim Yo.
Or you
1B4.
B4, a long time.
Even B4 is better than the London system.
Yeah.
At least you get your opponent thinking. Not like London, you play London, they blitz only.
I
What's
play,
the point?
I played B4 before, and then my opponent played knight f6, and then I play knight f6, and then I play c4. I transpose into the
that
English.
Yeah, the b4 c4, and then you play bishop b2, then you play knight f3 g3, bishop
g3,
g2. That is a classic line. Very classic.
Very simple.
Yeah. I feel like if you play the King's Indian, like knight f6 g6, you'll sort of justify the move 1b4. Because it's like terrible move, yeah?
Yeah.
This is sort of justified, yeah?
Well, I will capture.
Also, taking on e5 sort of justifies the King's Indian.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe white was a low rated player. And she wants just draw.
Actually, I played this line against GM Zhang Zhong. He played as black. Sorry, I play black and he played as white. He played this line against me.
With knight d7?
Yeah.
Anyone?
No lah. I'm got a good position, decent position, but then in the end.
And then he outplayed, yeah?
Yeah, he outplayed me in
the thing is that you're playing someone like Zhang Zhong, yeah?
Wow,
it doesn't matter, he can play 1a3 and still win. Because he's like 2650, yeah? He's just different level.
Yeah, he's very strong.
Even if he start with 1a3 against me, he's still probably a big favorite, yeah? So, okay, maybe not big favorite, but definitely a favorite. Because I feel like for these strong GMs, their main advantage is their good prep.
Yeah.
They know their lines really, really well. So if they're gonna play a3, they're giving up big part of their advantage. So maybe not a big advantage, the big favorite, but definitely some favorite, of course. because of how strong he is.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen some of his games; they're very impressive. Some of them I show to my students as well. But okay, black is not Zhang Zong. Is e5 the if d is DE the main way of playing against this?
No, 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 no. Of course not.
It's not, right?
I think he want to test me, so he play that. It's just like,
so remember,
okay, you know the line or not? So you
yeah,
play
yeah,
with me.
yeah.
It's just- I think it's just play like that.
Because normally the main line is of course you play like e5, castles, and then you play knight c6.
Castle, knight c6, d5.
Because I'm not so familiar with the knight d7 lines. I guess the whole idea is that if you do d5, then you get knight c5 on the spot, and then queen c2, a5, and you get what you want. Yeah. So maybe the typical King's Indian is not the way to do it.
Yeah,
so what do? You just go bishop e3, is it? Or after e5?
After e5, he just capture. He just capture straight away.
No, I mean, what's the main move here? Do you just go bishop
d5,
e3 or?
I think d5 was
Still d5, yeah?
bishop e3 is one of the variation also here.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to check that. So
bishop e3 also one of the best moves.
Yeah.
So
I'm feeling that this is sort of justifying black's idea, but maybe it's still good for white.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not so familiar with the knight d7 lines. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You see, Poyutin, Poyutin is still thinking. He's still not moving yet. Oh no, it's not Poyutin. Poyutin's sitting. His opponent is thinking. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Poyutin is known for just playing fast and well. Yeah. He's like some of my students who play too fast and bad. But and then my other students, they play well but too slow. And Poyutin is the best of both. Yeah. He's fast and good. And I will tell you, when you play those strong 2500s, you will find all of them are that kind of player. They are fast and they are good, because they understand it's not enough to put pressure on the board, yeah, especially against like a more experienced player. Like, I wouldn't say I'm like very experienced or anything, but I'm already not that easy to beat. Yeah,
of course.
So they will put pressure on the clock as well, because they know that is the best way to try to beat someone like me.
Yeah.
So every time they play with me, I realize they try to stay ahead.
They just allow.
What?
They just allow before. Yeah, after b1, they just allow before.
Yeah.
I'm not. Just a5 is very simple move.
Yeah, I mean a5 is typical. Yeah.
I think a5 is a must here. If not, you just like give a very strong attack easily on the queen side, and then you make like where can attack a lot of your weakness. If you play b5, then c6 is your main weakness there. If you play c5 after that, your b5 is weak, your d5 is weak.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen all those there are all those classic games, the Petrosian games where it goes b4, b5, takes, and then he just like powers on the c6 pawn and takes it.
Because I think the name of this structure is, I think, Kasbah formation.
Yes, Carlsbad. But now Carlsbad is not a place, so it should now be called the Karlovy Vary variation, because it is part of the Czech Republic now. Yeah.
Yeah, because I learned from a book, so they said Kasbah formation.
Karlovy Vary variation, yeah. Okay, but this is also difficult, yeah.
b6 next c4 is one of our ideas.
Yeah,
but still, it is. I love white, of course.
Not sure about knight e5.
Yeah, knight e5. I think it's too early.
Because from my understanding, I mean, there was this famous Karpov-Spassky game. I'm not sure whether you know which one I'm talking about, but how it worked was Karpov sort of forced knight to c4, and then he just jammed e4.
Yeah.
That was like a classic game, yeah, and just like wiped Spassky off the board. So that's like that was the sort of classic way of play against this, yeah. But I can't remember how the game went. Yeah, it's been a long time since I looked at those Karpov games. Queen e2. Okay, it's I guess, how do you defend that? Like rook c8? Or, but I don't want to play rook c8 because then a-b. So maybe I queen c8.
Queen c8, rook c1.
Then at least I have knight c4.
Knight c4, and then after.
Because now it's harder for you to play e4 with a queen on e2 and a rook on e8.
Yeah.
So this was actually like a better version of the Karpov-Spassky thing.
Yeah.
So
still,
this is interesting. I guess queen c8 needs to be played, yeah. So we're gonna go rook c1, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So your threat is to take twice.
Yeah.
Which forces me pretty much to play knight c4 right now. Okay, none of that happened. Queen d6.
Is it bishop f4?
Queen e6, yeah? That must be his idea. Maybe this is better. Because I also thought queen d6, bishop f4, but then I realized, oh, he has e6, yeah? So...
It's still hard.
Sorry?
It's still hard, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about black, but yeah. But the problem with white is white doesn't have light square bishop, so maybe
Yeah,
white have
exactly.
some
I think
problem.
exactly the exchange of those light square bishops kind of helped
Yeah, kind of
us
have
black,
black
because those
also.
e4 breaks, they're going to be very, very hard
Yes,
now.
yeah.
Because the whole point is you go sort of get e4, and then your bishop then targets pawn on
Yes,
c6, the knight on c4 becomes extremely loose.
yeah,
Without that bishop, your e4 break is never working.
yeah.
Because
That's
black will plug on d5 and black will be better.
that's
So
the thing.
that's the issue.
They give the good bishop to the bad bishop of the opponent. So
So that's why, I mean,
I would say thank you lah if my opponent do that.
yeah. Because actually this v5, knight b6, it's very useful way to play, very thematic way. So you have to be very careful, because strategically, actually, if black can put a knight on c4, it's a very nice outpost.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Of course, it's also whether it's stable or not. But if you can't play e4, then it's extremely stable, the outpost.
And now black who gain the initiative.
Exactly. If white's not careful, black can be worse in a lot of these positions.
Yeah.
Because strategically, it can also be very risky. Because, I mean, these pawns on the queen side, on a really good day, black can start to attack them. If black crashes one of these pawns, white can resign.
Yeah.
Because then the pawn just moves, yeah? So, you have to be very careful playing this. Okay, so we think black is already fine here, yeah?
Yeah.
Knight e5, we are not sure about that. We don't like it. Okay, we're going down the main line in this game, but we're gonna get to that later. What other interesting games do we have? Ooh, what is this? Where did this come from? I don't like the move c4 at all. Oh, I like it for white, yeah? For white always. e3, h6, takes, knight f3. Castles, queen b3, c5, a3. Takes, queen c3, and now c4. I mean, it was not very great, yeah? Maybe c5 was not right, somehow.
I think just...
From what I understand, you just sort of... I mean, you just take, yeah?
Yeah, just take. Just play c6 maybe.
Fine, you play like... Yeah, you play c6.
Yeah, c6 is more simple.
Yeah, or b6 or nc5, something like that.
Yeah.
Although that you have to be careful about c4, but okay. It's playable, yeah, this. Maybe white maybe slightly better, something.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly more pleasant. Better is a bit strong. But one thing where white is definitely better is here. Okay, here it's sort of it's an unenviable choice. Yeah, do you like take on d4 and just suffer, because you will never have any good chances? You're only just trying to suffer for draw here. Yeah, I guess white takes with knight, and you just sort of try to suffer this one for draw. Okay, actually wait, knight c6. Oh, you're rook d1, yeah, and you have to suffer.
Just waiting.
Because okay, it's like an IQP, but the thing about IQPs are that, okay, nowadays with computers, the evaluation of IQP positions has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Because in the past it was considered as such positions that are like just much better for white.
Yeah.
But nowadays with computers are holding these type of positions. Even if you swap off all the minus, you leave like one minor piece on the board, is drop the queens. A lot of those positions are being held by computers. Yeah. And we see also the top gems start to go for them. Because they realize that actually you can use the c4, black also can use the other factors in the position to create counterplay.
Of course.
But it's not fun. And you have to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, I have won so many games in this structure against less experienced players.
Yeah, of course.
Because
IQP is like a razor sharp game. Kind of like do or die game lah. If you want to play for win.
But in these type of positions where all the stuff is swapped off, you have to change your IQV strategy to a sort of waiting strategy, but trying to look for counterplay and trying to get counterplay at the first available opportunity. And that's a very weird way to play. It's not to everyone's taste, certainly, and not to my taste, I have to say. So that's why I try to avoid these sort of structures as much as possible. Like if I go to an IQP, I try to go to an IQP with as many pieces on the board as possible.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's always nice for white in these type of positions.
Especially if on the board there are major pieces there.
Yes.
Yeah, because major pieces against IQP is very very strong for.
Also, if you wipe out all the minors, actually the evaluation has not changed. It has been the same for like 100 years, and it's that usually it's close to winning.
Yeah.
Because you will just eat the IQP. Because you will just double on a d-file or triple and then play e4.
Yeah.
And that pawn is falling.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I mean. It's so like when I always taught my student, if you mate with IQP, you just need to exchange all the minor pieces and then you save all your major pieces and then
exactly
triple or double or triple on the.
Of course, not everyone will let you do that. Yeah, the strong players they will never let you do that.
Yeah, I mean like for kids.
Exactly.
General
but that
knowledge.
Is what you should aim for. You need to know what you want to aim for.
Yeah.
Because the funny thing is that actually I realize as you play with the stronger players, they'll find ways to do it. Sometimes we call this small tactics. Yeah. They will use these small tactics to get this to work.
Yeah.
So their aims are the same. It's just that they get it in a more sort of sophisticated way.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was either CD or playing C4, but C4 may be actually worse. Because now we play B3. And this thing, the whole thing collapsed, yeah?
Yeah.
So first things first, B5, A4, collapse.
B5, A4.
Whole queen side collapse on the spot. Here black can resign already, so black better not play B5. I think black needs to try something like bishop E6 and try desperately to hold this. But I have to say, it doesn't look good.
No.
It doesn't look very good.
I love white position.
Yeah, we can't take on C4 because of rook C8. That's true. But I guess we have other things we can do. Knight E5 is very tempting as well.
Very tempting as well.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, it's Knight E5 looks tempting. Yeah.
No,
okay.
Maybe rook C. Rook C8 is quite strong also.
Rook C8 now? Yeah, I guess you play rook C8, yeah. I guess even just normal development, bishop B2, castle,
rook
C1.
rook C1.
At some point, you will take and go E4.
Yeah.
And this will be very nice center.
Just play simple.
Actually, even now, takes and E4 looks nice. Yeah. Because then D5 could be coming.
Yeah.
I actually had a game like this against Nick Faruqi, and actually he got run over by this central pawn. I just played D5 and this central pawn just ran him over. It wasn't even close. So, okay. Yeah, that's just to show takes, and so just E4, yeah? And play for D5. Not saying it's the only way to play, but certainly very thematic. Yeah.
Oh, B5 played.
Okay.
B5 played.
Okay, A4 resign, yeah?
A4 resign, A4
Finish.
A4 is finished already.
I mean, at least you have to play bishop E6 and try, yeah?
Yeah.
This one is finished. You just lose pawn like that.
B5 play bishop D7. And,
then I take V5, I take VC.
Yeah. That's the problem there.
I mean, let's try to see if we can somehow salvage this. Takes. Let's say... Oh, but maybe there might be some other issues, yeah? I'm thinking something like this.
Yeah,
it's a typical way to try to save it, but...
First, I think.
Just castle, rook c4 and just queen b3 and play like that.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking, can I get more? I'm greedy man, remember?
95?
I was thinking of something like queen b3. DC, but then DC, queen b7, what do you do?
A4
Knight c6. Yeah, a4 is played, of course.
Okay.
I mean, it's Kevin. He's probably he doesn't even write it and just instantly moves the pawn.
Yeah.
I would.
He always like that.
I think I would because it's this the only move, yeah.
It's very simple.
I never do it, but I think in this case I would.
No,
I would just instantly move it.
I thought
move.
yesterday he played very good. Romualdez, David Sean, he played very good yesterday.
I did it. Oh, I just realized there might be a better way to do this. AB, bishop b5. Maybe we start with some queen move.
Yeah, probably.
Some queen move, like queen b4.
Yeah.
Now what do you do? It's not so easy, yeah.
Bishop a6.
Oh no, maybe we can do a6 and after bc go knight c6. It looks dodgy, yeah. But maybe you can make this. No, but maybe this is just good, yeah. It's queen c5. Or even just queen b3. It must be good, yeah. Because you don't have knight a5.
Yeah.
Problem with my rook, yeah. So takes, I just play bishop c4 and I'm better.
Of course.
No, I'm fairly close to winning, yeah. Extra pawn.
Extra
These two central pawns.
D5 is D4.
So maybe
D4
queen b4 is the way, yeah? Instead of
yeah.
bc. Let's see what the computer thinks. Well, it could be queen bc is just better. Could be. No, bc is better, okay. And bishop c4 takes rook c8 and you just go maybe castle, yeah? Or yeah, just castle. Or if knight e5 also, yeah?
Both are good.
Simple, yeah?
Both are good.
Simple chess. And if rook c4 you're not worried, huh? Just queen b3, yeah. Yeah, it looks nice, I have to say. It looks very nice.
Very simple. Just simple play. Simple play.
Okay.
Simple chess.
Yeah. Alright. So expecting Kevin to finish him off there. I mean, Kevin, when he gets an advantage out of the opening, he's very good. Yeah, most of the time. Except that time in the in the national teams, he had a winning position. I remember in both games he lost 2 games on the same day, and in both games he was clearly better. In the second game, I was like, you know, White can resign, and then I see it's like 1-0 at the end. I'm like, how is possible? It's wrong, but then it was right. Yeah, I thought they were going to change the result because it was like it's impossible to get 1-0. You would have to actively try to lose that position to lose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be harder to lose it than to win it, I think. But he managed to. I don't know how. we have all done weird things in the past, so we'll put it on him. He's what, 13, 14? 13,
Yeah,
so
same age as my students.
yeah. Whoa, what is this? Some exchange French.
20 is good here.
It's under 14 goals. Takes DC, knight c6. I just take the pawn on d5, yeah? This is fantastic, no?
This castle.
It's crushing, yeah?
Yeah.
By the way, our viewers can probably tell what's wrong with queen d5, yeah? Yeah, they feel so insulted they can't even be bothered to comment. Right, okay. So let's go back and look at some other games. What else is going on? Very symmetrical.
This game is my students.
Ooh, this is an interesting structure. c4, c6. I don't know who the players are here. It's under 14. Oh, this line. This G3 Slav is another one that's gaining lots of popularity.
Yeah, I play this also.
Main line is this: bishop f5, you play knight c3, e6, knight h4.
Sure.
There's bishop g6, there's also bishop e4,
F3.
f3, and then you got queen b3.
Yeah.
And it's massive structure, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I love white.
Yeah.
I love white.
Yeah, these structures are usually quite pleasant for white. Yeah. So, okay. There's also like this line with DC, yeah? And then you go...
DC, I just bishop e2 here.
Yeah. Okay, I mean there were lines to, like, there's some line where you go e3 or something. Well, how did that work?
I don't know. I'm
Oh no, bishop f5. It's bishop f5 here. Knight c3, DC, yeah, or something. Oh no, e6, knight h4. Yeah, here and then DC. This is the way. I was wondering what was that line. Yeah, and then e3, and now you take. This is the way. So this one is actually an interesting line for black. I looked at it a little bit. The whole point is that you will play something like queen e2, bishop d2, at some point f3, and even queen side castles to go for e4.
Yeah.
Or there was also this famous Magnus game where, you know, it was something like this. I don't know the exact move order, but I sort of saw it live as well, which was nice. And black played g4 and got some sort of big attack.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, and then of course he won because he's Magnus. Yeah. I just realized the camera's not really looking at you, so a little bit. All right, there we go. Oh, it's not okay. It's okay maybe for you, but not okay for me. Yeah, all my friends should be in the camera. Okay, right. So bishop g2, e6, castle c5.
I don't like C5
Who is
move here.
Yvonne?
I don't like C5 move here. C5 move is very wrong, pretty wrong.
C5 looks weird.
Because the thing is about Catalan love the pressure on D5.
Yeah, exactly.
C4. But now when you play C5, what's your idea now? How you want to attack? How you want to have your attack?
Yeah, but I guess she's also sort of playing, sort of. Maybe she remembers those Chabanenko lines where you're playing C5 after A6, but it's a different situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
because in those lines the bishop is on C8, and sometimes it has some issues. Yeah, but here I think it's different story.
This line also I play knight e5 early after bishop g4. I straight away play.
Yeah, I think that is the way you're supposed to do it.
I
Yeah,
play-
and then
I
you
play-
go bishop G2 or knight C3, something like that.
G2.
Yeah,
I always delay my knight c3 move because it all depends on the situation. Sometimes I play on a3, sometimes I play on c3, sometimes I play on d2. It all depends on the variation. What variation opponent will go into play.
okay. Yeah, so knight e5. I mean, knight e5 is standard way to play these lines.
So
A6, by the way, is very strange. I find she's thinking, because she's saying I want to play b5, but I kind of don't believe her. I'm like, go play b5. I'll play knight e5. I'll play a4.
Yeah.
I'm better. 100%. I know I'm better. So I don't believe.
So here a6.
So
If me, I would play just b3 simple.
I forgot who was the one who said, but I remember a quote: "Never interrupt your opponent when he's about to make a mistake." I don't think it was a chess player who said that, but it's very useful in chess. If you see your opponent's gonna do something and it looks terrible, then by all means ask them to do it. Yeah, because they will just make their position worse by themselves, and you will win effortlessly.
Yeah, of course. So here I think the best way for white is just maybe knight d2 or b3. I think is better here.
Knight d2 or b3. Knight d2. Yeah, maybe.
I'm not that sure, but I think b3 is reasonable. Knight e5 also reasonable here.
Yeah, knight e5 is always possible.
So the main thing is c4 need to be there. The c4 pawns need to be there. If you're afraid d takes c4, and then you just play b3. So what? You don't have nothing. If b3
Also,
and then you can play for e4 break.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I'm thinking maybe I just go knight c3.
Knight c3 also good.
Because I don't think I'm worried about this because I have a4.
Here bishop b4 so it's quite.
Yeah, I got knight e5.
Knight e5 and then.
This is transposing almost to another Catalan line.
Yeah. That's why.
But okay, I'm a Catalan player. I don't mind like sucking this pawn for like two bishops.
Of course.
I'm happy to do that.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure.
yeah.
That's why I said if me I would just play G.
It's also it's like almost provoking back to play b5. Yeah.
Yeah, b5 capture.
Takes, and then now you guess you play something like knight e5 even.
Knight e5 is good here.
And now it's the question, what do you do?
Bishop g4, bishop g5 maybe. Sorry. G5.
I mean, there's even like a4.
Yeah, a4 b4.
And then knight b1, and then you go for like a5 ideas.
Yeah.
Queen a4 coming up. Your knight comes up from d2 to b3. Those type of ideas very, very typical for this structure.
Yeah. Well,
I don't really buy c5. Yeah, I agree with you. Because also another issue with playing c5 is that it gives black option to play e5 in many cases.
Yes.
Maybe she can already do it now. Like maybe even e5 now is possible. I'm not 100%, obviously. I wouldn't know.
I think e5 is
but
fine.
It definitely looks like possible.
E5 is very fine.
Yeah. Maybe she didn't like something like this, knight d7 and maybe sort of structure. But I take on c5. I would be happy as black, I think.
If f4 played is
then I take just bishop c5 and I castle.
Check and a castle.
Why
you have
am I not better with black?
You have a lot of tempo. That's the problem.
Exactly.
But some of them don't know how to break the position. They just okay, I play solely, just like that.
I will not laugh because there are a lot of positions in chess I don't know how to play. So, but I want to draw your attention to one nice move here because black took on f3, and I think what she's thinking, maybe after bishop f3, maybe I'll play e5, maybe I'll castle, maybe I go e5 now.
Yeah.
But a very typical way is actually to take my pawn.
Yeah, of course.
It's very standard here.
Yeah.
So you are basically how this works is it's sort of clamping down the e file.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a very nice position on e5. We're making sure black can almost never play e5. Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's just nice. Yeah, it takes f3, castles f4. It's a very typical idea. I'm taking back with the e pawn. So like when your opponent takes an f3, you probably shouldn't instantly go bishop takes.
It all depends on the
Like
situation.
you absolutely should consider ef as well.
Yeah.
Even maybe it might not be the best one, but you should at least consider it. f4, queen c7. Okay. Bishop h3. Okay, interesting. Just for forcing black to take, yeah?
The position is very cramped. I don't like this position.
It's interesting.
You
take back with rook, I guess?
Yeah, I would say so.
f5 is threat, yeah?
Yeah. Now white have something.
Yeah, white is nice position, yeah?
I think I want to maneuvering my knight and knight b1 and go back. No,
I really didn't like the bishop takes f3 idea.
Knight b1, knight d2, knight f3, knight e5.
I mean, it's gonna take a long time to get there. Yeah, I guess we double first.
But
yeah.
it's okay. Yeah, double first is
and then
fine.
but then maybe you're right. The knight might be able to do something. Or I could even just try to push on the queen side, just a4, b4, or something, something along those lines.
All the ideas can because you have e5 now. So now actually my idea is play knight e5 because I want to play f5 immediately. G4, and g6.
Yeah, because otherwise I play f5 and you lose.
Yeah.
I don't even mind e5. I just take, yeah. So you have to be stopping f5, I think. No, I guess a double, of course.
Yeah, double.
Fine, you can go bishop f6 or you want. I guess I can just go queen d1.
Yep.
Or do I go knight e? No, knight e2 doesn't feel right.
It doesn't doing nothing.
Yeah, it's blocking my stuff as well. More than doing nothing.
And then the knight can
don't block your own stuff. That's what I tell my students. Okay, and I guess we could even consider g4, f5, yeah, in the future.
Yeah. But
I don't know how we're gonna get that in because f4 is hanging right now.
Yeah.
But if somehow we can deal with that, then that could be an idea, yeah. Okay. Well, it's still not so easy. It's still quite solid, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And not to mention that actually fe is not out of the question, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, because after rook e3 was still solid, yeah. You can also think of e4 ideas now.
Yeah, same.
If this pawn could get to e5,
it's very good.
one can dream, yeah, of course. It's not that easy, but you can think about it. The pawn gets there. It's nice.
I think that we'll play f5 here. Cramping straight away.
Just f5, okay.
And then just the f6, knight d4, and knight e4.
Okay, let me go g4.
Oh, yo, it's very crazy already. If g6.
Maybe you take and rook f6, yeah? At first I thought, my first thing was that, I couldn't defend the pawn. No, maybe you can, just play rook f6. Rook g6 is threat, yeah. It looks a bit weird. A bit awkward, but
I think
at the same time, so is my king, yeah?
Yeah, I need to.
Like, he'll start to bring our pieces out, like rook h6, or I don't know, rook g6 and not f6.
Yeah.
We will see. I guess this is going to happen, and we'll see how he takes back. And in any case, I expect a very interesting game. Alright, so let's go to the other games, yeah? We'll come back, see how she takes back.
Which is my students? I don't see any my students. Only characteristic.
You have to click on the game before their names pop up, so...
I think... 14.
This is not yours?
Under 14.
Under 14, 5, 6...
Wait.
Is it this one? No, this is Ashwini. Have a look at her game. Did she draw this one? Because she's on board 4 for some reason. One is Queen F3. No, it's job.
Want to exchange immediately. I don't want to think a lot. Yeah, bot 3.
I love this, yeah. It's great. I mean, it's great that you understand how they think. I'm like, I want to exchange pieces. How to exchange pieces? Oh, Queen F3. Yeah, I know. My coach said don't develop Queen early, but I don't care. I want to exchange pieces.
Sometimes, looking at the game, it was like,
but I don't like e6.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
I think e6 justifies Queen f3.
Yeah.
Because now you take and she gets what she wants. She wants to simplify, and she gets the simplification. Okay, not to say that black will not win later in the endgame. Black very well could. But I feel the queen is so bad. I want to do something about it. Maybe I'll play knight
I would
f6.
play knight f6.
So
I
that
would not.
it's like, you know, it's like what I feel a lot of the strong players do. Like sometimes when I'm playing the GMs, I'm like, okay, he's gonna maybe exchange my queen or move the queen away, and then he's like, no, develop, or he just like makes the move he wants to make, and he's like, take my piece, go ahead, take it. But you want to exchange on my terms, not on yours. Huh. And then you'll be like some game like this, oh, knight d5, bishop c4, knight b6, exchange of some more bishops, all on his terms. That's how the GMs get good position. That's why also trying to exchange like this against GM is recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Because they will only let you exchange on their terms. So every exchange makes your position worse.
Yes. That's a different.
Okay, it's clear white is playing only for draw. This is very clear. White is not playing this for win. G6, okay, I don't mind that. But then I realized maybe you can't go bishop g7, yeah? It doesn't really make any sense. I go rook d1 and my knight comes a4, c5. Knight c5, okay, interesting. But, so now somehow, after playing for draw, white is better. This is joke. Yeah, it's a joke.
This is what kids chess.
But okay, rook c5 is no good for sure, yeah? You have to play DC, I think, and like get this nice majority. And also another thing you can do is you can play bishop. Maybe d4 is what she was worried about, but she shouldn't have been worried, I think, because also anytime you can play bishop d6. Yes. If you're worried about rook d5, okay, go now. Everything blocked. And the best part, I still fighting for this file. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is better?
Of course,
What else can I say?
Of course, of course.
So after fighting for draw, white is better. So who am I to criticize? But okay, rook c5 and now black is fine. Or maybe even slightly pressing, yeah. Maybe white will come back with bishop. And black will slowly push on king's side and black will win. I have seen many games like that.
It all depends on
because
skills.
the player is doing well, but then they're playing too passive for draw, like that. And then they just let opponent get everything they want because they're like, oh, if I don't make any changes, I can't lose. Which is completely the wrong approach. Because the fact is that if you don't make any changes, you're not improving your position. Which gives your opponent all the time in the world to make any improvement he wants.
Okay.
If anything, yeah, see, this is what he's doing. She just check and go back, yeah. No, you should not. You cannot play chess like that. Yeah. Because exactly, black will not repeat. Black is not going to be like, oh, king b8, let's draw. No. Black understands she is a higher rated player. She needs to play for win, and she is going to play for win.
Yeah, of course.
Right? She is not gonna give you a draw. So how's she gonna play for win? It should be some sort of pushing on this side at some point, I think. So okay, could just. But I think we at this point we just start by improving our position. Let's see. I need to keep this rook to defend this point. It'd be nice if we could sort of. Yeah, but at the same time I don't want to kick this rook off because then maybe if we play b6 we can use white can use the c file. Yeah. So you still have to be careful, yeah? Like we saw.
Of course.
Still not so easy. I mean objectively it's of course it's a draw, yeah. But okay, maybe we start with this. Start to create threats.
Yeah, rook e4 create threats. That's the thing.
Rook d1, and now maybe f5 g3 though.
Huh? G3?
Oh, this is nice. She put her knight to f5. This is very nice technique. She played rook e1, and then she played knight e7 and put the knight on f5. This is very nice.
Yeah.
Because the knight on c6 was fine, attacking the pawn on d4. But the knight on f5 is even better.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's also hitting e3. Which makes it impossible for white to play f3 ever.
Yeah.
And if white cannot play f3, that rook on e4 remains forever. So, also h3, black will play h5 instant. She will not even write, she will just instantly play h5. I would at least. So that's what's gonna happen. g5, h5, h4, g4, and black will crush.
Yeah. No, black is holding the advantage here. No, the advantage is the initiative here.
I think Black will win for sure.
I don't know. Still, I don't want to be too harsh, but
No, not even harsh. I think Black is playing very well.
yeah, Black is playing very good now.
She is positionally very strong. She's putting the knight to f4, she's putting rook on e4, and she's continued to push on the king side.
Yeah, of course.
She clearly knows what she's doing, and White clearly has no idea what they're doing. So the result is pretty obvious. Unless some big blunder is happening, White is going to lose
I'm
this.
sorry about
Yeah?
when they start playing quite fast and then
Yeah, but she's playing fast and well, yeah?
yeah.
So
because he's still in.
That's
he's
what
still
you
in,
should be doing.
Yeah, of course.
Playing fast and well. So I don't understand coaches who say, oh, you should play slower. No, you should not play slower.
Yeah, just
You should
go.
play better.
Yeah, just go.
Right? You should play better, not slower.
If you have an advantage, grab the position. Until
Like if you
finish.
see already the move, then just
Yeah,
do it.
just
Yeah.
do it. No,
Don't
no.
like think because the coach asks you to spend more time. That's why I don't like. You know, actually, I remember when I was a kid, I had this one game where my opponent blitzed out the whole game. I remember I had he was like, he started with 1 hour 30, and I was just blitzing, and at some point at 1 hour 30, and an extra pawn by compensation, I had like a little less than an hour, and then out of nowhere, he just hung mate into, and I was like, oh, finish mate into, feels good, and he just sat there.
Just waiting
He didn't move. He just sat there. I think the thing is that if he had gone up, he would have been scolded up by the coach or something.
Maybe.
The fact is, there is no shame in doing that. I did that. Yeah, my favorite story is the game I lost in 40 minutes. Yeah, I basically checked this line, just looked at because I forgot what I forgot what the line was. I was like, oh, I've got no time to open my computer. I just like check. Oh, this guy, what was his name? This Ukrainian guy, Volokitin. Volokitin was playing this King this time. I was like, oh yeah, I think that's the line. Whatever, he probably won't play it. Go to the board, boom, opponent plays that line, and I'm like, oh yeah, Volokitin, King this time, and I'm blitzing it out, and everybody's like staring at me like I'm a madman because because it was so dumb. And the opponent made a move, and I'm like, shit, I can resign. And that was like after like sitting for like what? I was just blitzing. I was thinking of them, and that was like 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes into the game, I'm like, I can resign. I just sat there and sat there, and after after 10 more minutes, I was like, okay. I mean, I have to resign. Yeah. So there's nothing more to do. But okay, fine. You know, you can spend maybe 10, 20 minutes on making sure that there's really nothing left. But my opponent sat there for an hour, and it was made in 3. It wasn't like there was any other choice. So clearly, it's not his fault. It's the coach's fault.
Yeah.
Because as a coach, you should not score your students for that. Because if you do, then you will probably end up like that at some point.
I think you need to state that you don't play too fast and blah blah blah. But yeah lah, sometimes the kids always do that. So you need, as a coach, you need to know how to exploit.
You also shouldn't
their
scold them. Yeah,
Huh?
you should also shouldn't scold them.
I always scold my students every day.
I never scold my students. I'm a modern coach.
I'm a very
Modern new school coach. That's what I call myself. I pride myself on new school teaching methods approved by psychology.
It just depends actually, because some of the kids is like they don't have any efforts. They just want us to help them, but then they do nothing to get improved day by day. So it's for what I'm teaching them. You know what I mean, right? So if you want to get improved, you need to give effort also. If I'm just the one who give effort, and then what you get?
I feel like it's like for these players, you need to know what they like to do.
Yeah, of course.
Like I had one person that I was working with. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say anything about that person that might give them away. But basically, I felt that maybe they weren't quite as interested in in the game or anything. And actually, it wasn't really that. It's that maybe we didn't really connect because we were sort of a different generation.
Yeah.
And she had different interests as well. So once I sort of understood what we have in common, I could start to connect with her, and that's when we started to have more productivity, and now she's a MSSD champion. So from someone who was blundering pieces in every game, she's the MSSD champion now. So, I feel like it's about understanding what
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
makes your student work. Yeah,
Yeah.
what makes them tick, what do they like, what do they enjoy, and try to do more of that. Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes
because
it's
sometimes
bad also.
we're just thinking about how we can help them get their maximum results.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we're trying to help them our best, but we also gotta understand we gotta help them do something that they like as well. Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
because otherwise, they will not get any benefit out of it. They'll be like, I'm done. I hate this coach. I hate my life. Like,
Uh,
I don't want that, because then I'm also feeling like shit.
Actually, I have students that when at first he met me, he was like, I am. He said I am too harsh. Okay, because I will like madman
Madman.
when I want to scold anyone. I'm like a madman. And then one day, I go to his home, and then I taught him chess lah, of course, right? So I always just give anything. I get you need to do this puzzle, blah 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 blah. And then after I think of 3 months something, he's just not MSSC champion lah. Yeah, now he's state champion also.
Fantastic. Oh, fantastic.
And he's just 12 years old, standard 6, and he also beat our NYCC champion under 18 Tan Yishun last
wow.
2 weeks.
Fantastic. Yeah.
He's just 12 years old.
So
Both our method are good, but it depends on who are we teaching. It all depends on that. For me lah.
yeah, I feel that it's very important. Regardless what you do, you got to tailor it to your student.
Yeah.
You got to do something that's gonna help like your individual student. You can't just go with like a general approach.
Yeah. It all depends. Because
It's not going to work out.
I have students also that are very slow, very good, very kind, kind of that.
Some will improve very fast. Some will take their time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a bit frustrating when it's like, it's an easy move, because for us we are more experienced. We see the move instantly and they take forever to find it. But we got to be patient, because if they could find that move, they wouldn't come for us. Right?
Yeah.
Why would they come for us?
Yeah,
They straight go
right.
to GM, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, I think we should probably go back to the games. Probably waiting for us now. So, by the way, we left it here, right? Knight takes, F takes.
Yeah.
We said it was definitely playable, yeah? F5 was interesting for sure. But Bishop F6 is definitely worse than F5. I don't know what that was about. And, well, it turns out black is justifying V6, yeah?
Now black is pressuring. Black is static. I think we need to move F5 immediately after Bishop F6. So he would like have something to play.
I'm not so sure, yeah, because F5, okay, there are a few ways. Black can play E5 even.
Yeah, of course. But
And
then
now our stuff gets a little stuck, yeah?
not then I stuck because I think I'm not sure, but knight D2, knight F4 is one of my ideas also. If
Okay,
you know,
I am not going to take. I'm going to move my rook.
yeah,
I'm going to double.
of course. Just relax.
I don't think I will be so relaxed here as white, yeah?
Not something. I don't know. I'm
A rook E7, rook E8. My stuff will get pinned, yeah?
Yeah, but G4.
I would be very worried.
I'm not
The
sure.
G-pawn is going nowhere. I will go rook E7.
I'm not that sure. But
Okay, let's try. You go G4, I go rook E7. When I don't agree with my student, I say, okay, come we play. We play the position.
yeah,
Sometimes
of
I'm right,
course.
sometimes they're right. Yeah? I cannot say that I will be right all the time.
Yeah, of course.
If I am,
We
then
are
I am
human.
I am already world champion, yeah?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. Why
This is
finish? We're just
city
having
basics.
some fun. What were we looking at? Bishop F6.
F5, maybe it's
Where was
still too
it?
early.
It feels too much, yeah?
Yeah. I think it's too early, but still.
Because my play is so easy after F5. Yeah, I just throw rook E8. You don't want to... Now, when you're playing chess, you don't want to give your opponent very easy choices.
Yeah.
That's why, when you play against strong player, you're like, if you're so uncomfortable. Why is it uncomfortable to play against strong players? Because they don't give you easy moves. Every move you gotta work hard. Yeah? It's not obvious. The right move is not obvious. Even if there's a good move, it's really hidden.
Yeah.
And that's why it's tough to play against stronger players.
No, rook d1 played right.
Sorry?
Rook d1 played right.
Yeah, rook d1. Okay, I get it. She's defending that pawn. Maybe she wants e4.
Yeah.
Queen c2. Okay. Stop keeping things flexible. cv. I guess black needs to. Well, actually, how does black take? Maybe with knight, yeah? So that you can get c5.
C4.
Because if queen b6, then this is actually unpleasant. Yeah? Knight a4.
No, I know.
Let's say some move like queen b5, then b3.
Yeah.
This can be. Oh, not even b3.
this-
We just play rook c1. We just play rook c1, yeah? Knight a4, queen b5, we play rook c1.
Yeah.
Our plan is same as the previous game, yeah? Stop c5.
Yeah.
Queen c6 is threat. Fine, you go rook c8, yeah? Okay, now I go bishop f1. I start to kick you everywhere. Actually, I just realized maybe instead of rook c1, maybe even better, I go bishop f1 right away. Because your queen is very awkward here. It will have to go to b7, yeah? Right?
B7.
Because if you go to a5, I reckon I can straight eat this guy.
Yeah.
Because,
Oops.
okay,
Yeah,
there's no move, yeah? Because this knight is hanging all the time.
Yeah.
So you have to go to b7, and now I guess I go rook c1. I think this is good technique. I don't usually have very good technique, but I try. We try, yeah. Okay, but still bishop e7 followed by c5. It's not so simple, yeah?
B3 is play here, I think.
I want to get some sort of doubling on the c file to stop c5. But I don't know whether I'm in time. So I was thinking something like queen d2. But then bishop e7, rook c2, c5.
Yeah.
Black is in time first. So that doesn't work. So bishop e7. I mean, the drawback of bishop e7 could be that, you know, it's not hitting d4. So maybe after bishop e7 I can get e4 in.
Yeah.
Which will make it hard for black to play c5. Question is how. I need to be very careful about how I do it. Yeah.
Queen G2. I know. Knight always. I don't think knight is good there.
Sorry?
I don't think knight is good there. If queen go anywhere, it seems like the knight is quite loose.
So I think we need to move the queen.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I mean, let's look at your move, queen g2. Because not saying it's a good move, but it could definitely help to find the right move. Oh, we're going down this line, yeah? Not necessarily meaning it's a good move, of course, but it helps, you know, it helps us to find the right move most of the time.
Correct ideas.
Sometimes we need to try these weird ideas before we find the right idea. So let's say black goes bishop e7, yeah? Now let's try e4.
Yeah.
D, I guess. D, queen e4, knight f6, and put knight on d5 is one way you can do it. Or you could just leave it. You could just leave the pawn there. That's one option. Or you could even try to force it. But I think that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, knight f6.
I don't know actually. e5, knight d7 back, and now c5 is coming.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not so dumb to try to force it. So e5, knight d7, and c5 is coming.
It's very hard.
This is not easy, yeah?
Yeah. The black position is very solid. Yeah. Although it don't have enough space, but
Yeah, because c5 is coming. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If I can get doubling on the c file, if I double rooks on the c file, I'm doing well. Because the whole thing is I need to stop c5.
Yeah. But I don't think you can stop it now because there are 3 pieces.
Exactly. I was gonna say there is one issue we have: the opposite colored bishop.
Yeah.
Because he has one extra piece he can use to support c5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen f2.
Or rather, she is the lady. Sorry. But she has one extra piece she can use to support. Yeah.
Queen F2 here. That will, even though it's the move like she's but
Okay, it stops C5.
to top C5.
Fair
It's top C5.
Fair enough, it stops C5. What happened? Oh, the game went on. She just played knight C5 instantly. B3. I think it was better to put the F rook, yeah, but she did play rook AC8. Anyway, going back to the game, she went on knight C5 right away. You must take. Absolutely, there's no question. I'm surprised she hasn't done so already. Yeah, she has now, finally. Queen C5.
Queen C5, of course. Bishop E7.
Bishop E7, yeah.
No, Queen C2.
Then C5 comes.
Oh, of course. Really, how
So
you
black is
defend?
better then? There's nothing else to say.
I don't say black is better, but.
No, but why isn't black better?
Huh?
But why isn't black better?
No, I'm not sure, but I think the position
Because
is
black takes on
still-
d4, either you have terrible structure, or you take on d4 with the rook and get bishop c5 and you get terrible king.
Yeah, that's the things, but still. Both
Okay, not much better. I'm not saying like black is
yeah.
winning or anything, but I will take black. If you ask me to choose, I'm like black any
yeah,
day.
of course.
Yeah.
But so
I
she's
was
not
trying to
most
make
of
queen a5 work, but it doesn't. Yeah, bishop b4, queen a6 takes, rook a8, bishop b7, and now just rook a7. And after you take, I take queen e1, then a2 hangs. Just to show that line, yeah. I should probably show this real quick. No, why does this always happen? Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, queen a5. This is the worst analysis board I've ever seen in my life. Queen a5, bishop b4, take. There's rook a8, yeah?
Yeah.
Bishop b7, just rook a7, takes, and rook a2. And black wins. So that, because, okay, when your position is bad, you must, not even when your position is bad, when you're playing chess, you must always check these forcing lines.
Yeah.
Because you never know. If there was not rook a8, then white would be actually the one that's winning. But there is rook a8 and rook a7, and that decides. So that leaves us with queen c2, but now c5. And this is unpleasant for white. It's very unpleasant. Yeah, because if your queen, once your queen moves, we go cd, yeah? So I don't know where we go with that. Of course not to d2, but then where else? Let's say, I don't know, say f2 or what?
Yeah, maybe
Takes.
F2.
First things first, if rook takes, okay, we can go bishop c5, that's one thing. Can even consider some of like rook c3 and, you know, rook fc8. Yeah, something like that. There are a lot of ways that black can play. Yeah. So it's not nice. So e takes d4. But this also is not nice, yeah. Now it's doubling time. But not for white, only for black. Okay, I'm not saying that white cannot hold with best play. It may be possible, but black is for two results, yeah. Almost.
Yeah.
Because this pawn on d4 always will be problem, and the king is always going to be weak.
Queen D2 here.
Like, I think if we could move the queen and then put the pawn back on f2, we would absolutely
Yeah, indeed.
because the king is just so exposed here.
Yeah, of course.
So I think we think black's a favorite here for sure, yeah? Okay,
Let us see.
let's see if we can get another. Let's go back to the Poyetian game, yeah?
Yeah.
We need to go back to the Poyetian game because there have been some developments I've just seen. He's taken on c3. So black here thought for a very, very, very long time after bishop e2, castles. He played rook e8. Poyetian plays bishop f3. Another thing these strong players, you can see with only strong players, he's not hurrying to take on d5. He said, okay, you know, there's tension in the center, but I want you to resolve it in my favor.
Yeah.
Because he wants you to take on c4, and then, you know, now you've got some issues with this knight. Bishop is perfect on f3.
Yeah.
I mean, some issues with the bishop. My pieces are perfect. Lots of pressure on the queen side here, which is completely undeveloped. So black decided he must take on c3, otherwise the pressure on d5 is too much. Knight b d7. Okay, this is great. This is very nice because if cd, he wants knight e5. Yeah. So cd, he wants knight e5. And then this is actually quite nice for black. You take, and then you take queen d5. And black is fine.
Yeah, of course. Structure also.
Yeah, the structure is nice for black. That's not going to happen. What do you think it's going to do? Bishop f4? But then knight e5 still, yeah. Bishop f4, knight e5. Takes rook e5. Is there even anything there?
No.
Probably not, eh?
Yeah, no.
And we can continue the line, rook e1, probably. But it feels like there's nothing here.
Yeah.
Maybe we have some slight pull, but... Actually, what does black do here? Still not so easy, eh?
Not really sure.
Still not easy to get these pieces out. So maybe this is some possibility. It's probably not the best idea, but it's a possibility for sure. Because I'm trying to find a move for black, and it's not so easy. The knight moves make 0 sense, nor do the bishop moves. Maybe bishop g4. It's the only one that I can see that makes sense. What do you do after this? Doesn't feel right, does it? Doesn't feel right, yeah? Then what? What's the deal here? I guess it should be with bishop g4. Knight g4.
Queen f5.
Queen f5, knight f6. This is nothing, yeah? It's just nothing.
I don't see any cards to play from here.
I'm looking at literally every single legal move.
Yeah.
I should drive this.
See anything.
Knight f5. But maybe this, yeah? Sucks. Takes rook d8, and if you take on d5, then knight c3.
Yeah. No. Black's gonna be better.
The pawn is probably gone. Yeah? So
Pawn is not holdable.
no.
Not
This is
holdable.
terrible.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just bishop g4, yeah? Let's see what the engine says. I think black is fine here.
Wow.
Black is not fine.
G4 and
Bishop
G4.
takes, knight g4,
Queen
and what,
G3.
queen g3. Okay, so same idea like queen g5, but much better version. Okay,
But then
fine. Okay, I can get behind this. And now knight f6, knight f5, yeah? Okay. I should just have to work a little bit harder. Okay, I should have. It's a bit lazy to turn it on, I know. Okay, so... By the way, DC is the right way, apparently. Oh, and then you just go rook b8, bishop d7, yeah? That's nothing.
Yeah.
So just rook b8. And bishop d7 next move. Even b5. I wouldn't play b5 for sure. But maybe it can work. Okay. Well, somehow the broadcast is interrupted.
Let's look at but under 14 boys.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's the under 14 boys because
Actually, we still haven't figured out what we
in
do with this, yeah?
Yeah, it's very hard. Actually,
It's just gonna...
but the thing is, of course, Britain also have a lot of ideas here. Right? I'm not familiar with the position, so it's quite hard for me to explain.
I think it has to be bishop f4 because otherwise how do you do knight e5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's maybe we can still
Let's check the engine. Let's check the engine.
Bishop takes d5. Bishop g5.
No, that looks bad. This looks really bad. What was wrong with bishop f4? It's not knight e5, is it?
Wow, that's d5.
Oh yeah, of course, just knight e5 take the pawn. We are blind as usual.
Yeah, because we both are.
To be fair, we had a long day. Had to arrive extra early as well for the broadcast, so can excuse our terrible chess. Okay, back to the games.
14, bot 1, bot 2. On bot 2, our Malaysian, Leonril versus Akil.
Under 14, boys, yeah.
Under 14 boys.
Wait, under 14 boys was Kevin, yeah. This was the
Yeah,
Kevin game.
Calvin game. Bot 2.
We left
Bot
it
2
here,
game.
right? We left it somewhere here. We were like, Kevin is just crushing, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
takes Rook C8, and he just castles, yeah. Rook C4, Queen B3. Yeah, it's good. It's good position, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he just grabs the pawn, yeah, knight d2, and he just gets the pawn. Okay, he's gonna win.
Yeah, of course.
Hasn't even spent 10 minutes.
Bot 2,
Classic Kevin.
What's the
Bot 2
14
is,
bot
I
2.
cannot find bot 2.
Bot 4, bot 3?
Let me find it.
Girls under 14.
Seems like there's only one vote for under 14, funnily enough.
Previously,
There's bot 4, but there's still bot 2.
Bot 4 there.
Yeah, there's no games.
Bot 5 also the only game.
I guess under 14 is stuck then. Who is this? 71. I've never heard of it. Oh, this was this game, yeah, where she was taking on d5. We said she was going to win, and she did win. Yeah, just crushing, yeah? Just absolutely crushing. Crushing position. Next game. Too painful to watch. By the way, this was the one I was saying that I was predicting this as a win already. Starting... Where did we start? We were starting here. I was like, yeah, Black's gonna win. I've seen enough of these games to know. Knight f5, g5. Rook e1. Okay, knight d6. Not sure the idea is. Too deep for me. I would just play h5 and go.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he wants f3. Okay, she wants f3, yeah? Knight e3 and then some sort of trying to grovel in that. Which may be lost as well. But doesn't knight d6 allow f3 even more? I think this was not right, yeah? To play knight d6. I don't see why she did this. Maybe she thinks knight on c4 is great, but I think knight on f5 was better because it was hitting also d4 pawn.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? And knight c4 she can just go bishop c1 and b3 and kick it back. So, but also maybe I don't want to kick it back because it then gets kicked back to f5, which is a better square. Don't force your opponent to make good moves. a4. Okay, and now finally h5 and bishop d2. Okay, black is still comfortable. Black is still for choice. White is still play only for draw. I guess you take it and play knight f5. Yeah, but let's say bishop f2. So simple. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So simple, is it?
I don't like this kind of position.
You know, I used to be really good at these positions as a kid.
No, I'm not liking
But nowadays, I'm too impatient to play them.
no, because
I always mess it up nowadays.
because no, I mean like when you it's good to play positional chess. It's good to play very slow, kind of steadily improving your position and so on. But if the position is doing nothing, I hate it. I very hate it. I mean like you just improve, but you know the position is that draw, but then you just improve. You just bring your piece.
Yeah, but this is not that draw, yeah?
It's not that draw lah. But still, I'm still boring with this position.
Like, there is this famous game, Gurevich against Shot, which was something very similar.
Yeah.
And there was this game where Gurevich only needed draw to qualify for Czech candidates. And Shot needed to win. And Gurevich played Exchange Love, very, very solid line. And basically got this dark square bishop against the Shot's knight. And yeah, played very passive. Shot got all the play he wanted and won. Easily.
Yeah.
He didn't even make it look hard. It was so easy. That's why I know these type of positions, they can be dangerous. Because if 2650 can lose it, then 1600 can do so. For sure.
Of course. Right.
But it's gonna be hard. This one is the Gurevich game was a much better version. Yeah.
Because I thought this line is just like because of pair of rooks, and if there are maybe two bishops or one bishop, okay, fine. I will play for having some good position or something else. But when it's the pieces is too like direct like this, I feel like I don't know how to play for. I just play normal game and then depends on the results. I always play like that. That's why I'm just 800 and you 2 3.
Maybe. Yeah, it's the persistence, maybe.
Yeah, because I love to play the position that they have a lot of pieces on the board.
Yeah. But that being said, I think f3 shouldn't have been allowed. Everything was already perfect. You just had to push the kingside pawns. You should push it to g4 and to h4. There's also this famous Rubinstein game where the pawn just went to g4 and h4, and then after that the f pawn started to come as well, and then the whole thing got crushed. Yeah, white got totally whacked off the board. But the knight was on f5 in the game, and he had to stay on f5. He should not have moved. That was one of my favorite games actually. That was fantastic, but I can't remember who he played against. I have to dig my files to find it. But I will. Maybe it's a game recap. I might recap that one because how nice it was. Okay, so yeah, let's go back. I'm not sure how black plays for a win here. I feel like things have already been messed up. Yeah? I feel like the king has to come back at some point. The rook on c3, that will be hard.
The rook on c3 is very well placed actually for me.
Maybe at some point black needs to time b5. Yeah, black needs to play b5 correctly. But he has to be timed correctly because then rook c6 can come.
Yeah.
So you want to time it without allowing rook c6 in a good way.
There's a lot of things that we need to have a precaution before we make something.
Anyway, yeah, I think we've said enough about this game. We should go to another one. Okay, I think black, by the way, just quick prediction. I think black should take, of course, because like you can't really give up the e file.
Yeah.
And bishop e1 and okay, try to play this. Yeah, maybe you play like I don't know. Maybe you play like knight f5, bishop f2, just to tie this guy down, and then you play like and you try to bring a king in somehow. I don't know. It's not so easy, yeah.
It's not so
because
easy.
okay, rook c7 is not possible still. So I don't know. Maybe you go b6, king b7. Try to go slowly.
I hate that.
I like that because you kind of can't lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of position in my youth. I was not usual. I was not like the other kids. All my friends, they were like, "Oh, attack!" I was like, "No, let's squeeze him. Squeeze is better than attack because it's." We were just talking about this line, right? Or was it? No, it was not this line. It was so similar though. It was the same structure. We were just talking about this structure. E3. This exact structure, right?
Yeah.
Remember? It almost looks like some Trompovsky now.
Yeah.
Castles A3. I actually like white in these structures a lot, really.
Of course.
Normally the knight, I like to put the knight on E2 usually, but okay, this is also fine. Yeah, H3 stopping bishop G4 ideas. Okay, knight F6, rook E1. Okay, but as usual, black is pretty solid. He's clamping down on E4 square, making it hard for us to play E4. So it's not so easy to make progress. Yeah. G2, knight E4. Okay. Yeah, I guess we will see how this goes. Generally speaking, white's play is usually connected with some sort of b4.
Yeah.
Before a4, b5.
B4, B5.
But in this case, it's hard because if you get b4, firstly there's a5 you have to contend with.
Yeah.
And secondly, even if a5 is not a thing, it's very hard to push a4. You will need to like protect this pawn extra times because it's attacked so many times by the queen and bishop. So very, very solid situation here. Let's see. Just looking at what interesting games they are, really. This one looks like an interesting one. Oh, Jovian. This is Joran's kid, yeah. Joran's big hope. Bishop e3, a6, bishop e2, b5. Okay. I guess it's possible to do.
Yeah.
I've never seen this move. B5.
If no knight c6, yes, b5. It's a main move.
Should be 2. Yeah. If no knight c6, exactly. Yeah. Then you go for the pawn on e4. Yeah. Bishop b7. But with the knight on c6, I mean, actually, this is not supposed to be that good.
I play knight f6 here. If I split, I play knight f6.
Yeah. The main line is this. Yeah, knight f6, castles, and then there are 2 moves: bishop b4, which is the old way, knight a4, etc. Or you go bishop e7, which is transposing to those this classic structure,
Here I play
the Scandinavian structure.
I play a4 here.
Yeah, you can play a4. Yeah. That's one thing you can do. You can also play like king. You can also play something like this. I think this is the main line. Yeah, something like this. Well, in no particular order, some line like this usually transposes a3, bishop b7, threatening e4, and you sort of defend it with queen g3. This is the way, yeah. And I think the right way to do it was you played something like you play rook d8, something like this, rook e1. You play rook e8, and you play rook d7 and bishop d8. Yeah. I sort of forgot why you did that. Oh yeah, because as you want to play for e5 at some point. That's why you play bishop to d8, so that the rook cannot protect this e5 square when you push e5. I haven't checked this line in a while, so yeah. But I remember that idea, rook d8, d7. It's hard to forget.
Yeah, I just play a4 first. I'm not
You don't want any of that, yeah? Alright.
So I just play a4 and then f4, bishop f3, king h1.
Yeah.
And then g4, g5.
Also a very classic idea, yes. b5. And now castles, bishop b7, f4, bishop c5. I'm not sure about this. It feels like black is doing well already.
Yeah.
Black is doing very well. b6, black is winning, yeah. What is this? What is this b5? I've never seen the move before, and yet it's winning in 3 moves. It makes sense though, so probably the refutation is something a bit more difficult. Yeah, black is just winning, yeah? And g4, and even worse, yeah? Things just keep getting worse. As they say, when it rains, it pours, right? What can you do? Bishop e3, maybe? Just not to allow him to take the pawn, yeah?
Yeah, and
I am greedy.
Okay, I'm under sharp. Okay,
I know if I was playing Jovian, I would play bishop e3.
Yeah.
Because I'm very, 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 very greedy. And honestly, I was playing a few blitz games with him a while ago, and I was just taking all his stuff because I'm so greedy, and just challenging him that way. Now I can still do that. In 5 years' time, I will be taking his stuff and he'll be mating me. So now I better take it while I can, yeah? That's the thing. Yeah, the kids, they say, you gotta beat them while they're young. Did you win? Joe, you wanna come and talk about your game, or? Not sure? No? Some other time? Sure? Alright, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, which game were you on? Or is it not on the board?
U14 boys.
Yeah, which board?
Board 3.
Board 3.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
It's not on the screen. Alright, we'll open another one and we'll just give it a second. We've got a special guest, Sun Riheng. He's working with Afif in this tournament, so he's generously offered his time in this stream. So let's give it a second. We are going to go through his game, yeah? Alright, yeah, so take us away, yeah? And can make the moves. And yeah, there we go. Sorry, just give me a second, yeah?
Alright.
To get this one working. Sorry, close this first. Alright, here we go. Alright, so take us away.
So I'm playing as black. My opponent go for d4, knight f6, and c4, g6, the ground field defense, here, and then d5.
Yeah.
I actually my preparation was my actually see my opponent games is playing against London. My opponent used London, but he played this opening, but which he never played before. I think because I checked his history already. I take, so I just go for the main line. Next c3, dc3, bishop g7. And here I was thinking about because my main opening is KID, so I want to play ground field and I want to play some aggressive line to attack d4.
But you were black in this game.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
like.
nice. Okay, we'll flip the board. Yeah. Right. Here we go. Okay. So
And my opponent go for, is it? If I'm not wrong, it's not f3. Wait a second, I just take
yeah, sure. Should I make absolute sure about? Got absolute sure about that? Yeah.
My decision's not here.
It's not there. Okay, maybe we don't need the exact moves. Yeah. C5. Yeah.
Yeah, c5. And bishop e3,
Yeah.
e3. I play castling.
Castles. Yeah.
Because if I play next c6, somehow my opponent will play d5, and I don't really like it. And because bishop, I think just last week I just saw a line like bishop takes c3 something, and then bishop d2, and take the rook, and then the queen take, and somehow this is not a great position for me.
Well, we have another Malaysian game, Lilac Zone.
Oh, I see.
Interestingly enough, yeah, but it's very typical of sacrifice. Yeah, usually it's definitely almost like full compensation.
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
So I'm afraid of that. So in case I'm just castling,
Okay.
and my opponent here he play bishop bishop c4, I think. And then now I play queen a5.
Right.
Wait, sorry, it's bishop e2. It's bishop e2. Sorry.
Right. Bishop e2.
Yeah,
Queen A5.
queen a5, and queen d2, I think.
Yeah.
And then bishop g4, castling.
Right.
And next c6. And I think some like rook b1. I forgot about the position already.
Something like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And this is still a drawbridge position, but I was going for a win, so I remember here I played some risky move. It's bishop takes f3, bishop takes f3, and then pawn takes f3, and then yeah, he take. Yeah, queen takes, and then bishop takes. Yeah, I take with the knight.
yep.
And then rook takes b2, and knight takes f3. And this is I know this is a draw position, but somehow his pawn structure is not really good. So here I play rook fb8. Oh wait, is it rook? Yeah, I think it's rook fb8, and rook takes
If it
e7.
then
Yeah,
rook b2. Yeah.
yeah,
He took up.
yeah. He took, and rook b2, and bishop e3, and takes. Yeah, and somehow I can't do anything, but maybe I can play a5, a4 something, but it doesn't really help because how to say, it's a drawbridge position.
I mean, you could also like bring his rook this
Yeah.
way. Yeah. So it could be dangerous for you if you overpress this.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you have rook a1, so it's not like dangerous or anything.
Mhm.
Yeah. And at the end, you press this little bit.
Yeah, and he
Okay,
offered draw, and then I just got to accept because I don't really want to risk this move because rook b1, rook b7 is dangerous.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So 2.5 out of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, pretty good start. Yeah. So guess you'll be like half a point behind the leaders. I mean, still 6 rounds to go, so obviously everything to play for. Yeah. All right. Thanks for your time and best of luck for tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Cheers. See you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. We have our fifth student showing us his Grunfell game. Not really the most eventful one, but definitely quite a topical line, we'll say. Okay, so let's move on to the other games. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's look at ID chess. Okay. Oh, that's not good. What's going on here? C4, E6. So this was the game we left off, right? This is the main line, of course. Queen C8, castles, knight C6, takes, knight D7. Okay. I mean, Queen D7 is the main move, yeah. And okay, there's some serious theory here that I'm not gonna go into. But knight D7, I mean, it's also playable. D3, and I'm not so sure about E3, honestly. I kind of get what he's trying to do, but at the same time, you will end up with a pretty loose D4 pawn. So, okay, D4, knight B6, rook D8, and I mean, this is terrible. This is just terrible. It's just a free pawn for nothing. But okay, you gotta pretend that there's some sort of compensation, because there is a little bit of compensation in the sense that you have two bishops, especially this guy on G2 is sort of raking down the black position, so you have to sort of just go for it, pretend that there is some sort of compensation, because there probably is a little bit. Okay, so I mean, what's black gonna do? Maybe he's gonna take, and I mean, that seems logical, and something like Queen E8 maybe, and go for knight, some sort of rook D8, something like that. So yeah, I mean, in a lot of these type positions, there is some compensation for sure. So you can go something like, you know, bishop f4, rook d8, just go like queen b3. Now queen b3, knight d4 though. Okay, the d4 square is quite annoying. So maybe we should, oh, if we go bishop e3, then knight c4. Okay, maybe this is just good for black, yeah? It's just really, really good for black. Actually, not really. Bishop e3, knight c4, and what, do you go queen e2? Or? Wow, this is nice. And then you go bishop f4. Checking the engine, he's saying just bishop f4 like this. So the point is that if knight b2, we go like queen e2, and we just trap the knight. Okay. That is nice, but I guess, okay, rook d8. Yeah. Okay, queen e2, knight goes back somewhere. Yeah, there is some compensation, but obviously game goes on. Yeah, there's some compensation, black's a pawn, but it's gonna be some time before he manages to make anything of it. And obviously white can really try to complicate his task. Let's see if there are any developments here. Not sure whether there are. Let's check the Poyu10 game, see if there's anything new. Okay, so he did go bishop f4, which was terrible. It was my move, yeah? That was what we were looking at. Bishop f3, takes. Knight d7 is actually a really nice move, and bishop f4 was the move that me and Afif was saying, okay, we need to do. And actually it's terrible because of knight c5, which was played, and now Poyu10's dropped his queen back to c2, and now dc4, and free pawn for black. Okay, situation is not so dramatic here. The bishops are pretty strong. My bishops are pointing towards the queen side. I'm gonna get rook d1. I play rook to b1. I don't know which one should I do. Maybe I start with rook d1. Feels like a move that I would want to do. Okay, maybe it is pretty dramatic. Yeah. Wow, just bishop g4. No good discoveries here. Wow. Okay. That's not a move I would have gone for, but okay. I guess it makes sense. There's no good real way to make any sort of discoveries. Okay, so we think that, okay, things, I mean, I think that things may not seem that good for white if you look at the evaluation bar, but if you look at the position itself, I find it a bit hard to understand why this is so bad. KFD1, I mean, I guess that, yeah, you probably can get this to work in some other way. Maybe you go rook b1 then. So if bishop g4, we can take b7. Yeah, so now that with this, we can take on b7. And this should be okay for us. So, Okay. Knight c5, queen c2, dc. Now what? Yep. Oh, you're back
Hi.
again. Yeah. What do you wanna see? What do you think of this? I'm gonna turn off the engine.
Maybe black is better because somehow no, I would say equal because black developments and but white bishop is good controlling the diagonal, so I would say it's equal. Somehow black has knight d3 something.
Yeah, I actually kind of agree with that because I was just thinking about this position because the computer really likes black, but you know, to me it seems that I'll get rook d1, rook b1. My bishops are perfect, as you're saying, and yeah, knight d3 maybe is one thing we have to be a bit careful about. But okay, now we can drop it back. Maybe we can go bishop e2, kick it back.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure that's so dramatic. Yeah. Okay, I guess there's still a lot of play. Quite an imbalanced one. Let's see if there's anything else is going on. Oh, we have your. Is this your Sukma teammate or? Oh no, but no, you're different states.
No,
Sorry.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I hear your Sukma was quite interesting. You were thinking of playing for Malacca or something, right? So, yeah, end up going for Selangor. Maybe it's a better choice. Yeah, stronger team.
Yeah.
And we are stuck. You know, this is a something that's been happening to us over the past few days is our broadcast getting stuck like that. So get used to it. All right, let's see if there's anything going on. Okay, so have this game. Do you know anything about this line? Because I gotta say I don't. It's
This
knight d7
line,
line. Do you play this as white? You're d4 player.
no, I'm
Oh
not.
no, you're
I'm
not d4 player, but
I'm
you played King's Indian.
Yeah, I play King's Indian, but
Do you know
somehow
anything
there's
about this
like
line?
e5 next c5. I think e5.
Yeah.
This is the correct one, I think, in my opinion. And then somehow it's d5 and next c5. Bishop e3 and
Bishop e3, you can't take on e4.
oh, sorry, I missed that. Queen c2 maybe. Queen c2 maybe first.
Yeah, queen c2.
And queen c2, maybe b6 or something, because normally I play b6. Yeah, against this line I play b6, but I think it's not really correct. But I just gotta play it because my bishop have no good place to go. Like,
So you're gonna put a bishop on b7.
yeah, I'm gonna put my bishop on b7.
Interesting. Okay. So I mean, my understanding of the King's Indian is that usually you don't put a bishop on b7, yeah, right?
But
Like, so you attack because you want to use this bishop to attack on the king side. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not a King's Indian
it's true
player,
though. But but the King's Indian idea is knight e8 or f5 to attack the king side. Yeah, but b6 I think is not really a good move.
Yeah, not so sure about that.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, in the game, white took on e5. Yeah. Takes
Yeah, this
bishop
is a
e3.
drawish position.
I mean, I've lost these type of positions in both colors, so I would hesitate to call it drawish. Yeah. Maybe it's just me. Okay, rook d2, bishop f8. Obviously, you're still sort of imbalanced, yeah, because there is this hole on d4 that black will have
bishop
to use,
c5.
yeah. You can get bishop c5 and someone get the knight to e6. I don't know. Could be a bit unpleasant, yeah. A3, bishop a6. But also, yeah, I feel like one of black's issues is this bishop. Yeah, where is he gonna put the bishop now? Knight f4.
Because King Indian is more likely a king side attack, but this guy he want to play draw. Play with a draw position. I don't know, like
maybe she's playing for a draw.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So my impression of all the d takes c5 lines is that usually they just want to play a safe position, you know, without too much risk. And if they're lower rated, it usually means they're just playing for a draw.
Yeah.
Speak of playing for a draw, actually there was one game where one side was out playing for a draw, yeah, but I can't remember where it was. Under 16. It's actually pretty nice. We're thinking it was gonna be a pretty nice squeeze, but what was that game? Can't find it now. I think the broadcast sort of ended for that game. Oh, this one. It sort of stopped here, yeah? I don't know, maybe they agreed to draw or something. But we were really enthusiastic about black, yeah? It was funny because it was, I don't know, a Sicilian player, yeah? I should show you this bit of a joke.
Oh my god.
It's a terrible move, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a preparation for him. I mean, he prepared this move, but I don't know. I actually don't know this move.
Queen F3. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, okay, like maybe you
Yeah,
even
knight
just play
F6.
knight F6, yeah? Like force white to do it on your terms.
Maybe White is also playing for a draw because maybe White just want to trade off the queen and easy in game somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Me and Afi were saying this is just play for draw, yeah? And we can see actually white was just playing for draw. She was like trying to swap off everything. And after playing for draw, she was better.
Wow.
Suddenly white is better.
Yeah.
And I was like, bishop takes c5, and then why not like DC, yeah?
Interesting.
Because I was like, with rook c5, then, I mean, black got what she wanted, yeah? Like, this bishop could be a bit bad, yeah? You can get rook e4, which is what happened. Like, I was thinking just DC, yeah? d4 and you just bishop f4.
Yeah, and then bishop d6.
Exactly, so you don't like get the rook d5 idea. Yeah. So rook c5, f6, rook e8, check, and suddenly rook e4. And I'm like, actually, it's unpleasant, yeah?
Yes, unpleasant.
And actually, I think black played well. She played knight e7.
Somehow black has slight advantage, I think. Because knight f5, somehow white is struggling this position.
Yeah, because I think white needs to get f3 if white is to do well. But how to get f3? It's impossible, yeah?
Yeah.
So white tried king
Maybe,
f1,
yeah, get the king out first.
and I mean rook e1. Because also you can, maybe, could you go king e2? Not sure, it's a bit
King
dodgy,
e2,
yeah?
maybe g4.
Just to start f3, yeah? Yeah, maybe it's
Oh yeah,
possible.
f3.
Or even you just go rook d7, yeah? It's probably also unpleasant. Yeah, probably in many ways. g4 also. So, okay, g5, rook e1. I mean, if there was any doubt that playing for draw, it was, yeah. Okay, obviously you can't take the pawn.
Yeah.
We didn't understand knight d6.
But if I'm playing as black, I will play for win because I haven't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because c4 square and d5 square, I can enter the square. Maybe somehow I have some chance to attack the d4 pawn.
I mean, but I'm already attacking d5. I was thinking like maybe
Yeah.
black should just play h5, yeah? It's like that famous Rubinstein game, yeah? Where black just plays like g4, push the pawn to h4, then push the f pawn, and then white got crushed. But, okay, I wasn't so thrilled about knight d6, yeah? Because white gets f3 now. Like, I guess if white didn't get f3, we'd still be fine, but... Okay, takes and knight f5. I don't understand king e1. Actually, we were just sort of predicting this. We were like, you're probably gonna take bishop e1, okay, knight f5, bishop f2. Yeah. And then maybe like, I don't know, try to go for g4 at some point. King b8 or whatever. And okay, knight f5, the grind begins.
Okay, rook d3 is a false move. Wait,
You're not
bishop
threatening to
e3,
take,
bishop.
yeah?
Wait, is it bishop e3? Wait, is bishop e3?
Bishop e3, rook, yeah, maybe that rook e7, king d2.
Yeah. I think bishop e3 was the best because rook d3 and maybe rook c7 somehow.
Oh, then it's unpleasant, yeah, rook
Yeah.
c4 comes. That one you can definitely be in big trouble. Yeah. Then what do you do? Not so sure.
Yeah. It's a drawish position anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, you say we're gonna play for win, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm struggling to find a winning plan, so I thought I'd ask you. You can do better.
Maybe king b6, bring the king out. b4? Is b4 good?
Before it's very committal, yeah? I feel like if I'm black, I would be happy to see before.
Yeah,
Maybe
knight
my
takes-
knight can come back now.
I mean, you can just take on e3 and then rook c7.
Yeah, then rook e6, yeah? It's not so clear.
Yeah.
I start to hit your pawns there. Okay,
For this thing.
you know rook c8 I like that, yeah?
Rook c8.
Because it's active defense, yeah? Because you can't take because bishop e3. You know, after playing for draw for so long, this is the first good move she's played this game. And yet it's a very strong move. So kudos to her, yeah. Seems to have
Wait,
found
rook e7 check?
king f2. Still the same thing, yeah.
I see.
Knight d4 still bishop e3.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
somehow it's a draw in game.
Because okay, now the rook is active, you know, it's already fine. Yeah? But I think if the rook was on d3, it would be bad, yeah, for sure. Okay, anyway, best of luck for tomorrow. I see you have to go, so yeah, guess I'll catch up with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers. All right. So I don't know how to win this, and neither do some of the MSSS champions, I guess. Maybe it's simply not winnable. Okay, let's go back, check the other games. Okay. What is this? I mean, this is not Malaysian, so usually I wouldn't look at these games as a first choice, but it's crazy. Queen d2, knight g3, stopping knight c4, yeah? h5. I mean, it's typical, yeah? Because normally in these lines, white is the one that plays on king's side, but I guess he's trying to play against this knight on g3. You know, I like what black is doing. As weird as it looks, it looks quite nice. The play on the queen side, and he even goes for queen side castle. The knight on g3 makes a great impression. I was just telling them how great the knight on g3 is in this position. Simply great potential for this knight. Of course, there's no great potential. It was a joke. So rook e1, knight e2, a4. This is the most creative game I've seen so far. I don't know if a4 was, but already maybe this a5 move is starting to come back to horn black, yeah, because he was extremely creative, this guy. I noticed that some of the Singaporean kids, they are very, very creative. They find a lot of these, you know, really nice creative ideas. Yeah. Maybe they don't always work, yeah. more often than not, it doesn't work. But it's interesting. Now in classical, it can go very badly. Like this is what happens. It's actually pretty bad, yeah. Bishop e5. What is this? It's just so creative, yeah. I guess he is Singaporean because I've never heard his name before, so it also sounds like Singaporean. But he's getting crushed. Bishop d2. Yeah, just free pawn, yeah, and also tons of weaknesses everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think he had a great position earlier though. But now I guess you can even just play f4 or something. Okay, don't understand bishop g1. Knight c3. Okay, I didn't understand what was the bishop on h2 doing. He spent like a lot of moves putting a bishop on a terrible square.
Yeah, now knight c5 is.
But okay, knight c5. Knight c5 is terrible, yeah. Of course, you have to play like rook a8 or something. This is terrible. Now you lose, yeah. I think you have to play like I don't know, some sort of rook a8, and just play.
Well, still, whatever the bishop on f6, f8 is like hell already.
Okay, but so is the bishop on h2.
I will say can play g4, still can counterplay and thing, but
okay, but g4 opens h4, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's
it's like a yin and yang, yeah. Every action has, you know, its consequences, yeah. Actually, it's something my coach likes to say. It says every move, you know, you should look for both the benefits and the drawbacks of each move, and you compare them. Especially if the moves they are very close, you should stop trying to compare them that way. Rook d5, okay, but now there is no benefit to black's position at all. The only benefit is to maybe resign early and save dignity. But that's not going to happen.
Have a rest.
Save dignity. Okay.
Have a rest.
Let's go. Black's game.
So.
But actually, his position was so good earlier. But I think he shouldn't have combined a5 with castle queenside. If black wanted to go for queenside castle, which probably had to, castle. He should not have played a5. Then the king would be perfectly safe there, and black would actually be for choice, I think. Okay. Next, let's see if there are any more games. Right. Oh dear. This looks so sad. That bishop on a8, that's not a bishop. No, this is actually what happens when you play this line and it goes wrong. Because when you play this line, you have to be very careful with what you do. Because it's true that b5 is a very typical idea. But when you play b5, you have to be sure you can follow out with c5.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't play b5. Because if you cannot play c5, that pawn on c6 will be there forever as a weakness, and your bishop will be big pawn forever. c5 now, yeah? You have to do.
C5 is okay.
Because I think maybe he was worried about something on h7. But there was nothing to worry about, yeah?
C5.
You know, you were saying your students like to play h6. I think this is one of them.
If h6 is okay in this position, you know the position.
But okay, maybe the thing is he didn't like some sort of knight b5. I can understand this.
Yeah.
There is rook c8.
Yeah, of course.
But then knight c3, yeah? Okay, maybe there is some sense to what he's doing. But, okay, maybe there is no sense because there is this.
Yeah.
And wins, huh? Okay, I can understand why he didn't see it. Okay, it says.
But still, after this beef.
Okay, maybe it's not over, yeah? f3 takes.
F3 takes.
Rook
And then
c1.
before, rook c1 also can. But bishop checks.
What do you do?
Rook f8.
I was thinking if e5 makes sense, but there's bishop g5. No, doesn't make sense. Rook f8, b4.
And then play like a pawn is a pawn, right?
What do you do?
A pawn
Oh
is a
no,
pawn,
they
right?
just dropped back. What am I talking about?
A pawn is a pawn, right?
The queen is defended enough times. No, I'm dreaming. I am so dreaming. So this is winning, yeah? This knight b5, bishop queen c6. Let's double check it with the engine. Yes, winning.
Winning already.
Confirm. Oh, I forgot. So it's a transition to this. Did I forget to do that? No wonder all my viewers are leaving. They couldn't even see the board. Next time if you can't see the board, just type it in the chat, yeah? Otherwise, how am I supposed to know? Rook c1, okay. So yeah, we were saying about these type of lines. If
I think after I think this line. Let me check it from first move.
yeah,
I want to see the repertoire here. Wait, before.
yep.
Okay, here. Okay.
Bishop f4. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right, you play e3 early.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Bishop d3. We could start with knight d7 first, castles, but probably.
I think the best line here is to play c5. That's right.
c5. Never see c5. I remember you do knight d7 first, castles, and then now you do this. Yeah, you do d4, bishop c4, and
b5.
was it something like knight d5 that you did? But actually, with the bishop and the 4, it's a slightly different story. Yeah.
I think c takes d5 was very good. C5 was so good.
Well, c takes d5 leads to this Carlsbad again.
Yeah.
From my experience, that type of Carlsbad is usually nothing. Alright. It's like playable game.
Yeah,
black is not worse. So you should not complain if you get that as black.
But if black need to attack on the king side, so it's not that easy for black to attack on the king side on that type of structure. Unless you can create knight h5 and then knight takes g3, pawn takes g3, and then in the Carlsbad formation, and then you will get better.
Yeah, but okay, if you play QGD, you should be ready to play Carlsbad.
Of course.
If you don't like Carlsbad, you better don't play QGD.
I play quick.
That's how it is.
I have a game with losing how in previous interstate. I was in a good position. I think on that time, engine also already gave me negative 0.7 something. But then suddenly I lost my queen.
You just took it out for free.
No, because we play a team event. So when I saw my second board, it got crashed by Lupin C, and then I was like, okay, fine, we lost.
But it's just one game, yeah. You got to still fight after that one game.
No lah, because my board 2 and board 3 is not that. Not I say not. They are strong, but not enough to play against the Penang players. So just me and on the second board who can try to at least gain something. And then
Yeah, but you never know. Yeah, I still remember there was this time
if
in 4NCL,
yeah,
where I was
well,
playing in the 4NCL. By the way, for those of you who don't know, is the UK national team championship. So it was an 8-player team,
okay.
and the team was basically me, a 2100, and some other 2000 rated players. And we were playing the top seeds in that event. Yeah, so basically what we were facing was, yeah, we were playing the top team. There was 12400, 12350, and the rest were 2200s. We were outrated on every board by 200 points, except my board where we were only outrated by 150 points. And I was like, okay, go. Yeah, I just all in attack him, whatever.
Yeah.
Because after that, I mean, I was lost the whole game, yeah, but I was like just fighting, and I think he also felt the nerves because his team was doing well, but his position was a mess. I was just messing up everything, and actually we ended up in a better endgame for me because he tried to simplify. It went all wrong, and I was better. And of course, I pressed, and we pressed 6.5 hours. And in the end, there was one last game, just me and him. And actually, one of my teammates scored an upset. 2000 beat the 2200.
Okay.
A few other draws, and we were 3-4. So I needed to win. I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, and grind this all the way to the end. 6.5 hours.
It's but
And I won.
You know what?
It's the best feeling, yeah.
Yeah,
And
of course,
when you win, and then all your teammates just were like, they're like jumping out at the down and joy. You're like the hero of the team. So yeah, you gotta go for it, yeah, because you never know who's gonna get an upset. You never know.
It is because like when he's our anchor also. When I saw his game, he was crashing 17 move, not 20 or 30 or 17 move. He got crashed already. So it will demolish all the spirit of the team.
Yeah, I should say also when you're playing a team event, you have to be very careful. Yeah, you have to be very careful. Even if you're like losing, you want to try to prolong it as long as possible. You don't want to like resign early, or you don't want to like give up early or anything, because if you do that, it's bad for team morale.
Yeah, of course. But
because then your team see you lose very quickly.
17 moves is very, very,
then they don't feel good, yeah, and then your opponent's team gets a boost. You're like, okay, we're leading.
You know what? The 18 move is queen takes a2, sacrificing the queen. What do you expect from that game? So,
sacrificing the queen.
I was like
for like nothing, yeah.
No, sacrificing queen. For he get the new queen lah, and he out a rook.
Oh, you mean Pinxie?
Pinxie.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
I was like,
it's like the worst thing, yeah.
Okay. And the thing is, my friends play white and I play black, and I got better position, but then he got crashing 17 moves. So
then you absolutely have to win your better position, yeah. You absolutely have to win.
My mental rate broke down at the time.
Okay. Alright, so let's go back to the game. I mean, let's go back to Po Yutian. I haven't seen Po Yutian for a while now, so let's see how Po Yutian is doing. Po Yutian. Well, we can see the board. It's looking okay there. Okay, there is no moves, so let's try to reconstruct this.
Seriously?
How did we get here? Oh, I know, it was knight d7 was played, yeah? We saw this analysis. C takes, by the way, we said C takes, bishop f4 was the move after all. Knight, by the way, not knight e5 that we were looking at, but knight c5 was very strong. Yeah? Queen c2 takes, and actually it's interesting, yeah, because computer actually really likes black at the start, maybe because it's low depth.
Yeah.
But with these two bishops, and of course we have a lot of pressure on the D and B files. Rook d1, rook d1.
Yeah.
Yes, black has knight d3, but we can maybe kick it away with some bishop e2. So, okay, let's have a look at what happened. He went for bishop g5.
Yes, for sure.
I'm just looking to you for some explanation on that because I don't understand. Maybe I'm looking to the wrong person. I don't know. But I don't understand it. What is the point of bishop g5? Maybe he wants to take and bishop d5, yeah? Still feels very strange. Okay, I guess he has like some compensation. He definitely has some compensation, but is it enough? That's the thing, yeah. Takes. Yeah, bishop g5, queen d6. Maybe he goes rook d1, yeah?
Yeah, most probably.
That seems to make sense.
Knight f2.
No, rook d1 loses to knight g4. What? It's crazy. You like do all these x-rays and you just do that. Like nothing only. And then just win with this fantastic bishop, yeah?
Yeah.
Bishop d7, yeah, the knight. Knight b3, there's knight d3, yeah? So, very important, not. It seems like we're winning piece, but well, there's knight d3, there's also cv3, which is even better. Okay. So, this is just very good, yeah? So, what we have to do? We have to take, I guess, and like try somehow to recoup the pawn. Probably gonna be just worse and fighting for draw, but you have to do what you have to do, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
It's not nice, you know, you're leading and then suddenly you have to fight for draw, but it's like, yeah, you're playing low rated player, you expect to win and suddenly you have to fight for draw, but sometimes it is part of the game. I guess we'll see what Peyton goes for. He goes for h3. Okay, so he I guess he understands that this is the move, even though I don't understand, but he understands. He is stronger than me, of course. So he understands that bishop g4 is not a move. Okay, still not that simple, yeah, how black can get his pieces out.
Yeah.
That is the point, I guess, for you to say, okay, yeah, you're a pawn up, but get your pieces out somehow. You can't. But is it so clear? Maybe I go bishop d7, yeah? I'm ready to get my rook out as well. Maybe he does get his pieces out. In which case it will not be very good. Okay, it remains to be seen whether he can prove any compensation, I guess. Alright, we should move on to another game. Interesting, this game a great drawn, yeah? Okay, that definitely did not happen. I actually got a bit worried earlier because this was the Indian game, yeah? He was worse, knight takes, and I don't know why he went going for e3. Is that a thing? Because from what I understand, they always do something like d3,
Yeah.
a4, bishop e3, rook d1, rook c1. Typical play. b3 is also not out of the question. It's also typical in these lines. But e3, I'm not sure. Especially not connected with d4. Like, I have seen people play like lines like this, rook d8, and then go like b3 or something. I don't know. Not here, I guess. Maybe you go rook d1 and you can play like d3 and then you go b3. Some sort of hedgehog style stuff.
Yeah.
It's not bad, especially since we have two bishops. These type of positions, they can be very playable. But I don't know about d4. It feels just wrong. Yeah, because I mean, you're just gonna give yourself this big weakness that ultimately just is lost. And here I was getting worried he was going to lose, but I guess I had too little faith in him. I didn't like bishop e3. I felt like we should keep two bishops, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Maybe knight takes knight versus knight takes knight. So...
Oops, not that. Yeah, then sort of,
No,
I don't know, bishop somewhere. Probably f4 so you can go rook d1, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
e3 also makes sense, yeah, because d4, rook d1.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of ideas make sense, yeah. But okay, some compensation here. Maybe pretty good compensation, actually. Let's bishop d6, though. You know, bishop e3 doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Because I want to go rook d1. d4, by the way, I still go rook d1, I think. Then maybe now you can do like bishop f6, yeah? Bishop takes bc. And maybe you... I'm not sure whether you get it back. So queen f4, rook d8. Sorry, queen c4, rook d8. Maybe you don't get it back.
No, I don't think so.
So maybe that's why we go bishop f4, yeah? Rook e8, and... Okay, maybe we don't allow bishop d6. We move the queen. Something like... where? Maybe to like d2 or something? And a rook d1? Feels like we have definite compensation. Because
Yeah,
you can... If d4, I have bishop c6 liquidating. But okay, this doesn't feel right. it feels like black is doing well here, but I mean queen d4 is probably not the right way, yeah. Rook d1, wow. Okay, this was not what happened here. Knight e5 is definitely not what happened. I guess he played queen e5. That's probably what happened. Rook b8. Knight d5, and how did that happen? Maybe they played queen e5 takes, and I don't know what happened. Maybe f4, and somehow was agreed drawn.
I'm not sure.
I mean the flight's just starting, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, I guess if black offers, my student is going to take it because I would take it also, as I feel like okay, black. If anyone is pressing, it's black, yeah. Like we can get the pawn back, but black can get something in return. So we are not better there. Okay, fair enough. At least he didn't lose. You know, he had a tough game this morning, so you know, after a tough game, a draw is not too bad. It's
Agnes
okay.
some blunder or what?
What happened with Agnes? We were saying Agnes was doing well, yeah.
Yeah. But it's just very, very good.
Yeah, we really like this sacrifice. It was really looking good. Knight b7, knight g5. Interesting. f4. Ooh, f5. All in. Yeah. I was just gonna say something, but then I realized, okay, it wouldn't be a good idea. But it's definitely,
E6.
yeah. Queen h5.
But why not E6?
Just put more pressure, yeah?
Oh, why not E6?
It's a good question. E6 does look strong, I agree. Knight f7 is a big threat, yeah?
Yeah.
Why not e6? The chat is being really quiet. It's trying to see if people would help us a little bit. But no. What do you do after e6?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure.
If you go f6, I might go e7, yeah?
Yeah.
Knight e7, rook f6, king e8, and... Actually, how do you win there? Or maybe it's not that. Come on. Let's be more sensible. Okay. We are being too crazy today. We need some sense of, you know, normality in our chess today. Queen f3 wins. Easy win. Okay. Then e6 looks crushing.
Yeah.
Let's see, it should be like... It should be crushing, yeah? No, it's not, because only one move, knight e3. How is this working? Rook f2? Oh, and now f6. Ah, so you don't allow that idea. Okay, fair enough. But queen h5 also allows knight e3, yeah? Check. It looks scary, but it is a piece, yeah? h4. Oh, rook g5. Not really, it's two knights for the rook. Yeah?
Yeah.
Two knights for the rook, and then knight on e3 is monster.
It's quite a risky decision from this.
I mean, yeah, of course for black still. It's still not so easy, yeah?
Still alive. For me, she's still alive.
But she's still alive, yeah? Still kicking. Okay. Black is trading this rook. I guess it was the right decision, yeah? Because that rook on c1 was annoying. But white will take on b4. She has to take on b4, yeah? And now what? Maybe just knight... No, knight c6, queen f8. Disastrous. What do we do?
I think it's...
Queen b4?
No, it's hard for... It's hard for white already.
It's not so easy, yeah?
No, it's hard for white already.
It's hard for both sides to play.
Yeah,
because the black king is so...
open.
Yeah, it's got no protection. At the same time, it's hard for... I mean, white definitely is not playing this for win, yeah? So... I mean, but I guess if black makes mistakes, then maybe she could think of doing it.
If now knight f6. Oh no, it can be possible. Rook takes pawn, but still.
Maybe knight
knight
e6,
knight
yeah?
F6, yeah. Knight e6, sorry.
Obviously no rook
Yeah,
f7.
of course. Obviously, no, because queen takes e2.
I'll be like... Okay.
So,
So...
the idea is knight f4.
Could be an idea. We still have to check that these checks are not like doing something nasty to us. But yeah, knight f4 could be an idea.
Or even knight c5, knight d3.
Yeah, that looks more sensible.
Yeah.
Actually, I was trying to make d3 work, but I don't think it does here. You just sort of block it and...
Wow.
You know, I like it. I like what she's doing. Because maybe there could have been some... No, actually, wait. I was gonna say there could have been some rook f6, and again, I forgot that it was made.
Yeah.
We are both tired, yeah. It's too long. Need massage. We need a massage.
You just for how many days?
Sorry? Yeah.
Uh,
That's true. I gotta stay for the whole time. Oh dear.
I'm outside. I don't go back to my home since I think I already 2 weeks to 3 weeks something.
Oh, what were you doing?
Yeah, I'm going for chess lah. I'm going last week.
Did you play the PMX? Or
I'm not playing, but I am there
as a coach?
as a coach, and then
That's dedication, yeah.
after that I go finish the PMS. I went to Lipis, Pahang, for 3 days, and then after finish Pahang, I come here.
Sorry, what in Pahang? Another tournament?
Lipis, MSS Pahang.
You are crazy.
And
You are quite positively insane.
Yeah, and I think August is the hell for me lah.
Like, I mean, I'm driving to like to KL for MSS for this MSSD. I'm driving like 40 minutes. I make a big fuss about it. And then you drive to, oh boy, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's look at some other games.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this game? Oh, this was this game. Okay. Queen b3, h6. What happened? Is that knight trap? Good thing there is still b4. Otherwise, it would be a disaster, yeah?
Yeah.
Idea, I think, is that if takes queen b4, I think it's bishop c5. Because rook b2, Wait, is rook b2 working? No, rook b2, queen a4. That is not working.
Yeah.
So it is this.
Damn.
But I'm not sure whether that was actually better for black, yeah? Bishop c5, I mean, it might actually be a better option for black. Because you take... Now this is winning straight for black.
Yeah,
Immediately wins for black, yeah? And otherwise, what you will do? You will play rook b2, maybe?
I'm not just sure
Maybe this is possible, yeah, but... No, but even then, I can still, at the very least, do this. At the very least, and then go back and take e4 and I win.
Yeah, now you can protect f2.
Because you cannot even play rook a2 because knight c3.
Yeah.
So the pawn drops.
Yeah, of course. There's tactic everywhere.
So I think she should have taken the pawn. Let's see what the computer says. A b4 best move. By far.
Of course.
Sometimes the simplest move is the best. You just have to calculate
Yeah.
deeply enough. Maybe what she did is she thought rook b2 was trapping the queen. Because, like, for a moment I was thinking the same thing too. Well, not here, sorry. She thought rook b2 was trapping the queen. Because if queen c3, it really gets trapped, yeah? What is it? You go like rook c1 or bishop d2? Something like that. I think both also trap the queen. Knight f takes e4. Okay, so both also trap the queen. But I guess she missed queen a4, yeah?
Yeah,
That to me seems like the most logical explanation. Because otherwise, if you see bishop c5 takes queen a6, or maybe another thing she could have done is she is seeing this queen a6 and stopping. She stopped her calculation now, and she didn't see knight takes e4.
Yeah.
And that's the worst. That's actually one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of players, even myself, I make this quite a lot as well. That's how I know about this. You calculate and you stop too early. You stop while there are still forcing moves. I always tell my students you cannot stop calculating while your opponent or while either side still has forcing moves. Those forcing moves have to be exhausted before you can stop your calculation. Especially in classical where you have a lot of time. But okay, because of that, now what's supposed to be an easy win in 5 minutes has become like 2-hour grind. So this is going to take time.
Oh, it's very good.
This is really going to take a lot of time. Black is still better. I'm not contesting that. What? Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. Because Queen D1 is... No, sorry, Queen E5 is threat and Bishop C4 is threat.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you try to save Rook, then you do not save your Queen.
Yeah. That's
So, Queen D4...
Very sharp also. This kid is very sharp.
Yeah, the thing about this is that, you know what I find is funny? She found this fantastic tactic which wins a pawn, and she couldn't see that straightforward line which was winning the whole game.
Yeah, it's normal.
It's ridiculous.
Kids love tactics.
Yeah, but she couldn't even see like that easy tactic. So
It's normal.
yeah, that to me is, it feels very weird to me.
Unforgivable.
Well, I wouldn't say unforgivable. I've made such mistakes, but I just find it a bit funny that that was what happened. That she saw these crazy nice tactics. Was it like Queen H2 or no, Rook D7, Queen H1, King E2? I hear how was that. This looked really strong now. Rook D7, check. Check. Oh, you hide on F3. Right, that's the whole point. Okay, I can get behind that. So that's why Rook E8. By the way, Queen H2 is now a big threat, yeah. So that's why G3 had to be played. And okay, maybe it's not going to take a few hours. I think Black is much better. But it will take time. It will at least take one more hour.
Because Black is just up one pawn, so it's still long.
It's gonna be a long game actually.
Very long game.
It's gonna be so long.
I'm
Black is clearly better. I think Black will win at the end.
We will see.
But why would she do that to herself? Well, so you learn from your mistakes, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what is going on here? This was this that game? This was the game that we were looking at, right?
Yeah,
We were looking at this game just now. I was saying we didn't like knight e5. By the way, does computer like knight e5? Apparently it does. Only because what? Knight c6, yeah?
Tempo. Intermezzo.
Yes, intermezzo. Buenissima mossa. Buenissima. Best, fantastic move.
Intermezzo.
It's not so clear, yeah? Still bishop d6. But it looks buenissima. What can I say? Perfecto e buenissima. Okay, queen d6. Rook f1.
Both are Malaysian, from Sabah,
Queen
from KL.
d6. Okay. Rook fc1. Okay, so why this? Okay, I think Black was already doing well, but okay. Bishop f4, Queen e6. That was the whole idea.
Next c4.
Why he didn't play knight c4? Because of e4, I guess, or what?
Don't think so.
But otherwise, why would he not do it? There is no other justification, right, to not play knight c4.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't like e4, but she went back and then e4 hit her again.
No.
So maybe she should have just waited.
I think knight c4 is better.
Because okay, if ED, then you can play like CD, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can push to E5. We still have nice initiative, but
Yeah, of course.
at least it's better than what happened in game. I still think White is already doing pretty well, because if White can get E4 in these lines, it's generally a pretty good thing. Oh no, we are wrong, because of some concrete ideas like Bishop D6, yeah. Okay. But okay, knight D7 is definitely wrong. Yeah, definitely way wrong. I mean, even if you think it doesn't work, even if you think knight c4 doesn't work, you kind of still have to do it because this is definitely not working.
Yeah.
It's not about thinking. We know this doesn't work. Knight takes f4. What? that's nice actually. She wants to get the rook into d7. Rook d3? But okay, it's not so simple, yeah? Rook g3 though. Actually, this is really nice because all of black's pieces are stuck on the queens.
Yeah.
King h8, knight f6, g6, rook e1, rook e5.
No, all attackers count.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to show one line, yeah. This looks really nice. Let's say, I don't know what it does. Something like, let's say check or something, whatever. King h2. And I don't know what it does. Let's say it makes some random move, like go back. What would you do here? Because I think many moves are winning, but only one is permissible to be played. To enjoy the beauty in chess, right? See the chat. What do you think? Those in the chat, what do you think? What would you do here? I'm not even sure whether it's the best or not, or whether it's any good. But I know there's only one move that I could play here.
No, knight h5 is one I'll play this.
But I could never play knight h5. Although it's definitely winning.
Yeah.
I could never play knight h5.
Things I thought of. Yeah, maybe rook h5 also.
I could only play rook h5.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see if it's any good. Yes,
Queen
it's
10.
very good. Only move.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm not too bad. I could only play the only winning move. Not too bad. Gotta praise myself a little bit after like messing up all the rook endgames yesterday. My self-esteem is at an all-time low. I'm like explaining the rook endgame and the computer is like, no, everything you said is total rubbish.
Total shit, is it?
And it turns out that actually most of what we're looking at is total rubbish, yeah? Rook e5. Like, the only reason she played rook e5 was to play rook h5, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually like a bit too obvious. Yeah. But it's not so easy. Oh, it is actually pretty easy. You check. Actually, after bishop g7, what do you do? I was not so sure.
Rook h5.
You still go rook h5.
Yeah.
How does that work? GH? Queen f5.
Yeah.
Yes, that is nice. That's very nice. Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah.
And save this as a puzzle.
Yeah.
This is a very nice one, yeah? Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, very, very nice one. Yeah. Rook h5 takes queen f5 and wins. Okay. Okay, I like what Black's idea is, as Black's best play is as well, because it's this. It's very nice. You bring the pieces back with tempo. So there's no time for rook h5. After rook e4, you play queen d2, protecting everything. And now we are ready for bishop d6. So this wins.
Yeah.
Very nice idea. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like Black was doing well until somehow after 95. Maybe she should just play bishop d2, yeah, or something.
Yeah, I'm sure d2 is better, you see.
But okay, there is like a traffic jam along the e file as well. So bishop d2, maybe knight e5, yeah.
Knight e5 pawn takes.
Then queen takes e5. What often happens when there's like this, when there's a lot of pieces piled up on one file, is that there are usually tactical motives that are happening straight on that file.
Yeah.
It's actually what happened with this knight f4. In knight d3 is only to protect every single thing.
Yeah.
But okay, Black is fine here. So maybe actually knight d7 was... No, but knight d7 wasn't good. Maybe it was not good to play e4. Actually, now come to think of it, there was no rush for e4. Because the whole point of e4 was to destabilize the knight on c4.
Yeah.
So we are now on d7. There is no need to destabilize this square because the knight will never go there anymore.
Yeah.
So you can slowly prepare e4. You can play rook e1, you can even play f3 and try to play e4. There's no need to rush with this. So yeah, maybe this was premature. Okay. e4, yeah. Knight d7 and Black is doing well. Okay, let's go to the next game. Let's go to the very next game. Okay. What is going on? Agnes is getting checkmated. King is on g5. Checkmate incoming. Checkmate in few moves. That one I can see. I don't know how, but in few moves it probably made. How did the king get there? Queen b6? Queen c4. I don't think queen b6 was right. Because in a lot of these type of positions, you don't want to, you know, when it's a battle of queens, it's all about which queen is the dominant one.
Yeah.
So queen b6 feels wrong because it seems like you're putting the queen closer to the king, but queen c4 and the white queen is dominated by the black queen, and the black queen can come into c1. And this was actually a big dynamic that we were looking at just now, that the queen would love to come in, but the queen could not actually go to c6 or to any of these squares because of the queen on b4. But now the queen just goes straight in. Check. I guess also white was in time trouble, but okay, 10 minutes is not really time trouble, yeah. Not really a big one at least. But it is some time pressure, but it's not a big one. Okay, now it's checkmate, yeah? Queen e1. Yeah. Because if king h3, then it's mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Check and mate. So king f4.
F6.
Knight e6, king f5. So that's why I like queen e5, king g5, knight
Queen
e6.
e5 was, yeah.
If king h4, where is the mate? Okay, let's look. Queen e5, knight e6, king h4. Where is the mate? Oh yeah, just queen h8, queen h2. That's what she did, yeah. Queen h8, that's nice. King g3, queen h2 mate.
Let's see.
Boom. Finished. Painful.
Agnes.
Painful for Agnes. She had such a good position as well. But
Yes.
I mean, Black Nguyen played well. Nguyen played well. Yeah. This sacrifice was, I mean, it looked good, but knight e3 was just a very strong reply.
Yeah, of course.
And then the attack just never worked. It never even took off because the knight was too strong. Okay. Very interesting game, certainly. Maybe another candidate for a game for me to cover. I was supposed to cover the Q game yesterday and never got around to that. So hopefully today I'll actually keep my word. I have more time today, so what? Blunder. No. What happened here? By the way, this guy is the second seed, yeah, of the tournament of the under 16. He's like 2000. Yeah, we're looking at this line, right? No, this was not what happened. But I guess it was a similar position to this somehow. Okay, no, this is so wrong. No, everything is wrong about this game. We can't even look at it. So I cannot believe any single move because all the moves are wrong. Who is getting checkmated here? Wait, we've seen this game, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was this game. It was saying that AB and queen b4, and then she found this nice tactic with queen d4. Yeah, takes a queen d4. Well, it didn't take 1 hour. It didn't even take 10 more minutes. Because she got mated.
Shit bastard.
So there's nothing to do at all, yeah?
Yeah.
Queen b5 was a strong move. I think we both sort of forgot that there was this rook e1 idea. How to mate though? Rook e4, f4 only move, yeah? King f5, queen f3 mate. King h5, queen h3. So rook e4, f4. What's the win there? Okay, let's buckle up. What's the win? Rook e4, f4,
h5.
h5, king g5.
I'm not really sure, but I'm not killing anything already.
Sure, KG5, where's the mate?
My brain already stuck.
My brain is stuck too, that's the worst part. If at least one brain was working, then we could give mate. But if both not working, it's probably not.
Check and then F4. F4.
It's hard to find the check at all, yeah? Maybe it's not rook e4. It has to be rook e4, right? How can it not be rook e4? Is h5 dumb? So h5, king g5 only move, yeah? Because king h5, queen h3 get mated. h5, king g5, queen... This is so dumb. I mean, you guys can sort of try to solve it along with us, because it's not that easy. Is this a bit too fancy? No, that was not the way, for sure. That was wrong. h5, I think I almost got it. h5, king g5, queen f3. What do you do?
H5?
King g5, queen f3. It looks very funny, but White doesn't have a single check. He has one check on b2, which is met by counter check f6, and he gets mated.
Sure.
Let's just double check that. h5, king g5, queen f3. I don't have to double check. Actually, it's not my game, but it's good. It's good practice to do it if it's your, especially if it's your game, because we have no responsibility. This is not our game, but if it was my game, I would like someone to have the sensibility to double check the line. But I think it works. h5, king g5, and just queen f3. Let's see. Wins. Wins. Okay, it was correct. This is the way.
Queen f3 first.
Because f6 is threat, rook e5 is threat also.
Yeah.
White king gets stuck in checkmate.
Oh, mate, 40 already.
Okay, this is very strange play from this lady, because you know it's so funny. Because at first it was a straightforward line that she couldn't calculate, and then she found this fantastic sort of rook e5, queen d4 line, which I would never have seen in 100 years. And then she cannot calculate this simple thing. So I have nothing to say. It's h5.
Wait.
By the way, queen e4 is definitely not right. Yeah, but everything is winning. h5. Is rook e4 working? I don't think it's f4 is not working.
Rook
Yeah,
e5, rook e5.
but rook e5 is working somehow because
Rook
f5. Yeah,
because of h5 also can.
yeah. But I like the queen f3 one because it's like you give white hope. Yeah, but there's no hope at all. Queen. By the way, the key point to this is that queen b2 is met by f6 counter check.
Yeah.
It's so good that rook e5 take f6 is also working, and now it's mate. Rook e4 and mate. g4 sack and mate. Not bad. I can still calculate. Not bad. I mean, all my students can calculate better than me. I cannot lose to them. We are getting old. That's a sign. Actually, this is so hard. It's going to take 2 hours after all. This endgame is going to take 2 hours. I guess she had 3 minutes. That's why she was under pressure. Yeah. But okay, like if you want to play queen e4, it's not practical to do it with 3 minutes. Yeah, because you can make a lot of moves fast in this endgame. You make queen e4 when you have like 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
That 3 minutes, maybe you'll find the win in the 3 minutes.
Of course, definitely.
Because I mean, it only took me like about 1 more minute once she made the move for me to find it. So that will give me another 2 minutes to double check and then to make it.
But the difference is, he was, I don't know what's her rating and your rating is 2-3.
No, but the kids can calculate better than me.
No, not sure.
If I can see it, they can see it for sure. Yeah. There's no way.
There's no way. There's a girl.
What?
The girl, boy.
The girls are the one that attack and calculate the best. Have you forgot about Judith Polgar? One of the best attacking players in history.
Just one goal.
We had Chiverdanitsa before that.
Huh?
We had players like Chiverdanitsa.
Can't compete with it.
Crazy attacker. No, she was mating some of the strong GMs of her time. Yeah. She was playing. I think she even played the men's Soviet Championship, and she got some points against the strong players. So the women of the past, they could really play. So this myth of like men being better than women, it is exactly what it is. It's a myth.
That's not myth.
It's only because some of them they don't work quite as hard, a bit like me lah. I don't work quite as hard as some other guys, so that's why I'm not quite as strong. It's that simple. That is myth that women are worse than men. It's myth. But I will not get cancelled for this because I'm saying it in a good light. Yeah. If I were to put it the other way, I would get cancelled. But it is myth that they are worse. They are simply not worse. Yeah. I've been mated by enough women to know that.
Yeah, I also.
I have been checkmated so many times by women. Let's see what else is there left. Should go back to Poyutin. There's been some action there. It's funny because we have Poyutin as like, our video, but we don't show that game much because it's taking so long for anything to come. I think though there will be some explosion of action here later. Very, very soon. By very soon I mean like in literally like less than 10 minutes. There will be some explosion of action because both sides are getting so low on time. Takes bishop g5, queen d6. So I guess we can sort of stick on this game for now. h3, bishop d7. Okay, b1. How is Poyutin getting outplayed? Even without the engine, you can sort of feel he's getting outplayed here. Yeah. The compensation is getting less and less. Just like b5 and then knight d3, yeah? The compensation is getting less and less with every move. Yeah. Oh, you're saying, yeah? Wait, what's going on? Why did that reset? Guess that's a problem with ID chess, yeah? It resets too often to be reliable. Okay, so where were we? We said, what did we say? Yeah, rook b1, yeah. And knight e4 was played. Bishop b3, okay, b8, rook b4. And we were saying just b5, yeah, followed by knight d3. Let's see what the engine says. b5, much better for black. -2 actually. Simple.
Well, what position is very good. Knight
Very
strong.
great position.
Knight very strong. Bishop is.
But okay, it will not be easy because it's Poyutin.
Yeah, of course.
I think maybe if it's like us, maybe we get crushed. But if Poyutin, you will not get crushed. Yeah. So, okay. Oh dear. You don't tell me he's gonna lose. And the broadcast has stopped? Isn't that just a great time for the broadcast to stop? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are expecting... I don't know what we're expecting. It's too tense for us to expect anything. I think most of the games are finished. Kevin won as expected. Anything else? I think it's worth checking out the Joran student. The one that gave us, huge scare. Not a huge scare, but yeah, I gave Joran high blood pressure yesterday, this lady. No, not yesterday, the day before. This lady. Right? No. She was winning and then she was not winning and she was winning again and she was not winning again. Okay, but here I think, well, it was... I don't know what this is about. Why she would... Why would you exchange queen? You are attacking.
Yeah, that's the
You are attacking. The only issue is that white's king is there. Why would you exchange? Yeah, you get the pawn, but white is gonna get the pawn on h4. You don't even win the pawn, yeah. I guess f5 is nice move. Now she is not giving heart attack. She is giving me, I don't know. She's making me very impressed. Yeah, It's not even my student, but I guess.
Peace up.
Yeah, peace up. And she pressed, yeah. Okay, it's 3 pawns, but Okay, we'll see. The knight will jump everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
That being said, but black is still very solid. So
There's a lot of room
I
for
think
mistake.
it should objectively be quite balanced. But okay, yeah, she's really turned it around. Yeah, from being under massive attack. I think we need to go back to the Power 10 game right now. No, there is still no action. There is still no action in the Power 10 game. I still don't see a defense. That's the thing, and neither does the computer. So let's see what Power 10 comes up with. How does this one go? Black plate rook. Black plate rook d4. Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you cannot allow rook h5, yeah. Queen c1, rook a d8. This is check and queen d4. Oh, maybe that's better, yeah.
Not sure.
Can even take the pawn on b4. I mean, I'm sure that this is less winning as the queen d4. Yeah, maybe not as winning as I thought it was. It's winning. Okay.
Actually, it's easy.
Yeah. Well, I think the Power 10 game will be heating up very soon, yeah? So, let's say we take maybe a 5-minute break and we'll come back, and when we're back, the Power 10 game will be really, really heating up. Alright? So, don't go anywhere.
I'm here, but then my students in Perak are contacting me as well. Tired already for chess.
Students in Perak, wow. Okay, place an ad right now.
Getting to.
Hello, Nelson. One second, I'll run to the toilet, then we restart. The Power 10 game not updating. I don't know what's wrong. interesting games so far?
Yeah. I don't know which one is the
Oh, it's updating now. Okay.
actual game or the analysis only.
There's a delay in the game. So.
Yeah, but here is different. Huh?
Yeah, it's different position.
Oh,
This is
it's a
what is shown
delay.
here.
It's a delay. Yeah.
There's a delay from like the actual font. Okay. One second. One thing I want to do. Oh, and okay, right. We are ready to continue, I guess. All right, and we are live. All right, we are back with Nelson Villanueva, and without you all know who he is, obviously. All of you Penang people probably know him better than I do, and so we're going to jump straight into the game. There's been lots of developments. This game wasn't updating for a while. Actually, we left it here, yeah, because we thought, okay, why there's good compensation with the two bishops, and you know, can play along the BND files, yeah. Bishop G5, Queen D6, H3. KB1, and actually white's starting to get outplayed a little bit, yeah, which is shocking. So we know. Okay, rook b4, b5, a4, yeah.
Yeah, actually he can play a5 in after rook b4. Yeah.
After rook b4, a5, yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's better? Huh?
And then rook takes c4, b5.
Oh yeah, that's actually a very good point, yeah. So just to show that the rook gets trapped. Can you play like knight b5? Or it's too much? Because I see maybe after go back you want b5, yeah. Oh. Then that's like you get everything. I don't know. Rook b4, maybe a5. There's like knight b5, and but then there's queen d3. Yeah. Okay, it looks very very good. I think black wins there. So maybe a5 is better. Yeah? But b5, a4. Maybe he missed a4. Yeah, because he thought he can't do it. But knight is hanging. So very good defensive try. Takes king h2. I think both sides in time trouble. Yeah? Knight d3. I should go back to the screen with chessboard. Okay. Knight d3, rook comes back and check, yeah. So already it's getting, I mean, Poyton's coming back, yeah. A little bit. Obviously, white's okay with draw. Knight g5. Okay, black still pressed, yeah, but I think it was worse before.
Yeah.
If you got a5, b5, white was getting crushed, yeah. Now there are chances, still playable. I guess the threat is b4. Yeah, because after take there will be queen f4 and take the knight. So maybe go what, g3. What else do we have? I'm not sure. Let's say we go g3. Stop that. Oops. See what Poyton did. I think he played g3. I can see. Or is he still thinking? He might still be thinking. Yeah. G3. What do you do here? What should we try? Not so sure, yeah? What do you think? Yeah, not so sure. It's not so easy to find a move, yeah? Maybe, like, let's say something like, oh, it's G3 as in played. I think he had to, because otherwise this before was
He
issue, yeah?
play
He just played G3, yeah? I just saw. So, let's say, I don't know, let's say I want to still get B4 in. So, maybe I have to do something with this knight. So maybe I play Queen C5. So I'm stopping knight from moving because F2 hangs, yeah? That is my idea. And now I want B4. What do you do about this? Not so sure. Again, it's not easy to find move, yeah? What do you do? Like, I definitely can't move the knight to E2 because that hangs there. But then I have no square for the knight, yeah? No, he plays Queen F6. Oh, maybe this is even better, yeah? Because now you cannot move at all because the bishop's hanging. And now B4 is coming. Which is actually crushing, yeah? If pawn goes to B3. Because this pawn will probably cause exchange, right? Minimum it will be quality lost to that pawn. So it is bad. This is really bad. Wow, Poitin is really losing this one. He's really gonna lose. Some random guy. It's crazy. Like say bishop G2 just to show the idea is to play B4.
B3 is coming.
B3 is... Yeah, B3 is... Wait, is B3 coming because the knight is still sort of hanging?
But
Yeah?
bishop F5.
But bishop F5, yeah, that's the thing. So B3 is coming. What to do? Cannot, no move, huh? Crushed, huh? He's crushed. Queen F6 is finished, yeah? Honestly, if he can save this, it will be a miracle. Yeah? How to save this? How do you even save it? He is so dead. He's not moving because he knows he's got no move.
Yeah, the knight is really...
He has no move, yeah? This is crazy. How is 4-10 having no move? It is unthinkable. There's really nothing. Let me try... No, that doesn't work, yeah? Because if I move the rook away, b3 I cannot take because you've got rook b3. Or maybe that is something I need to try. Maybe I do something like...
Oh, maybe rook d1.
Yeah, maybe rook d1 before, then I just like drop back or something. So my idea would be that b3, at least I can do this. Whatever. It looks terrible, I know, but... Well, my idea is this, yeah? But it doesn't even work, right?
Queen e2? I cannot. Look.
Cannot, yeah, d8 control. All the tactics are working for black, yeah? It's really finished, yeah?
Yeah.
There's no move at all. I think he has time, but he has no move. That is problem. That's the big problem. I'm looking at the board and he's not moving because he's got no move. What did he play? I cannot see what. Oh, he played bishop e2. But that's lost, yeah? Bishop e2. So at least he wants to take the knight. Okay, what do we do? Actually not bad. Not a bad try, eh? So his idea is to... it's very obvious to take that knight. I don't want to move the knight back. That's for sure. That knight is great. I mean, take on f2 looks crazy. But also this move is like loosening the king side. Can I now try to like hit this pawn somehow? I'm thinking. If queen h6, you have h4, yeah? So that is, for now, holding on. Just about holding on. How do we try to attack this? Queen f5. I'm looking at ways that I can try to attack the pawn. Great, and the broadcast is not working. This is epic. So, how would you try this? Not sure. If I do this, then h4. Is this too much?
That's too much.
This is too much. Against 4u10 is too much, huh? Maybe not even against 4u10. No, you can just take it. It's just too much, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Bishop e2 is a good defense. He played queen h6. He played queen h6, so now h4, yeah? Otherwise finish it, so we must h4. h4 and what? I don't understand. I don't understand why he's thinking. Just have to play h4, yeah? And then what? Is there some move like this?
Maybe he can try like rook e4.
Oh, that's a nice one, yeah? So you want to sack, yeah? But okay, bishop d3? I mean, sack is only draw. And obviously black doesn't want draw. h4 played, yeah? So h4 on the board. So just to show we can sack, but I think it's only for draw. King c1.
Rook b6 is possible. Takes, then rook b6.
Takes and now rook b6. Wow. Wow.
Disaster.
There's some there is no, because I'm looking, maybe can I do this? Or
Rook h6, what?
now knight g3 to protect.
But queen h2?
Now finish, huh? Already finished. It's finished. Cannot stop anything.
2 squares, huh?
2 squares. It's the problem of the 2 squares. He played knight e5. He played knight e5. The thing is so slow, it hasn't updated anything. I don't know why. Yep. Yeah, now the analysis board is going crazy. I don't know why. Some of my analysis is gone. I don't know what's going on. We were just discussing some crazy line. Now it's gone. That's just perfect, isn't it? What was the position we were discussing? I'll set it up on a Lee chessboard. I'll close this ID chess, this silly ID chess, and we'll open a new thing. Clear board. What would it be? C3, yeah? G3, H3, F2. What else? Bishop went to E2, yeah? It was like that. Bishop knight on D3, pawn on C4, V5, pawn H7, King G8, Queen H6, Rook, where? Rook on D8 or V8? There was one rook on V8. Rook E8, Bishop D7, King H2, Rook D1 and B1, yeah? And knight on D4. Okay, this position, yeah? White to play.
h4, yeah. The pawn h8.
And white play H4.
No, the pawn is on h4.
Yeah, white play H4. Yeah. Wait, where is position? This position, yeah, white. Oh
Yeah.
no, rook is on F1. Oh no. New position. Rook is on F1.
No,
Rook
no,
is on F1.
You click this one. Boarded detail.
Oh, nice. Very good. Rook is on F1.
And it's white to play, yeah?
Yeah, white to play. Okay. So, how do I do?
Just click studies.
Study. Okay. Stream. Right. H4. How was rook e4? We're looking at this line, yeah?
Rook e4 is good, huh?
Rook e4 is very good. Nelson, very strong. Huh?
Bishop.
By the way, let's check this Nelson's line. Because if bishop f3 has to be played, it's bad, yeah? Take. King g1 only move because otherwise bishop h3 is mate, yeah? I think.
Yeah.
It's mate, yeah? And what's the easiest way to mate? Stick a rook e8 and mate. Wow, okay. So, I mean, king g1 is only move, and we're looking at this line, yeah?
How to say?
Oh, rook fe1. Ah, so you have to check g. But it's correct already. You just check.
Yeah.
You check first, yeah, and then your idea is perfect. It's not perfect because knight f5. It's not easy. Check first.
Then CD.
Oh, so he doesn't have king f1.
No, he doesn't have queen d3.
Oh, even better. Huh? Nice. And now rook b6, yeah. Oh, rook b6 no. Yeah, also rook b6. So your move is very strong, huh? Nelson, very strong. Very strong move. This is very nice. Okay, so knight e5 was played. It's also good. What happened after knight e5? Somehow I think it was like rook b e1, g5, queen d2, and everything got pinned. Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, for sure. It cannot be right. It's all wrong. Yeah. That's why I feel it's hard to play against Poetian, yeah, because he will defend very well. He just played knight f3, hitting. Sorry about that. I just realized there was a bit of an issue there. Okay, remove this. Okay, I mean, I just realized you guys probably couldn't see the board just now we were showing it. But yeah, by the way, Nelson's idea was really good. Yeah, rook e4, bishop takes, rook takes, queen h4, king g1. But it's just that if you do this right away, then there is rook fe1 and the king can run. Yeah. So the point is, we start with this check, and now we take cd3. And now the rook really comes. So queen d2, rook b6. If f3, can just check here, and you win the queen. So it's finished. So this was probably the best way to win, I think. But instead, knight e5 was played, rook b1, g5, and just now I was suggesting this, and Nelson was like, it's too much. And turns out it really is too much. Yeah? Queen d2, f6, and now knight f3, and now it's completely unclear. Now it's completely unclear. We have no idea what's going on.
Did you play knight f3?
He played knight f3. Everything got exchanged. I don't know how. Oh, he played bishop c6. No, but this is terrible, yeah? F takes, queen takes g5. Take. And you just take back, yeah? And now already... Actually, maybe Poyutin win this. Yeah. Poyutin is very good in this type of position. Imagine he win this. It would be crazy. He was dead already. But that's why he is Poyutin, I guess, yeah? That's why he is so strong. Because he sees these things. He sees these defenses and makes things hard for us, yeah? When we were like, there were no moves, and he finds a move. Okay, we are waiting for the live broadcast. We can probably go back to ID chess now. And... no, we cannot. There are no game. There are no moves at all. This one is frozen. And... so it's the stream. So... I mean, we can go to other games and we can come back to this, yeah? I think that would be the best way to go about this. Let's see. What other interesting games are going on? Interesting. You know, this was a funny game because yeah, we were just saying that before this, White was doing okay, then she just hung a knight one move. Finish. Queen a2, take, and she was lucky she tried this. But then I was like, why black is not like taking and
Mm.
taking? Because I mean rook b2 queen a4, yeah? We think maybe she missed this. Because if bishop c5, then we just take and now knight take e4 finish, huh? f2 is attack and extra pawn. But okay, then black gives chance, and then suddenly black find fantastic tactic rook takes e5.
Then
Take queen d4 and the pawn hanging, the rook hanging. She find this, I'm like, crazy tactic I cannot even find. And after that, now she's completely winning. And then she cannot find checkmate. Okay, so she check g5. Okay, it took me a few minutes to find, yeah. In the end, I found this h5 takes and queen f3 as mate. Because check, I counter check you.
Mm.
And rook e4 mate. Take and mate, yeah. So king g4. By the way, the Protean game is flaring in you. So just look at this. And then she was like she made this move with like 3 minutes, yeah? I don't understand. Like if you don't see, you make this move with 5 seconds, okay, fine. But with 3 minutes, it's a bit much, yeah? And then, okay, she's pressing, but okay, 50-50. Who was that? I don't think that was anyone. Okay. Interesting a game, yeah? I think it should be draw, yeah? I don't understand why White didn't play rook a6. Okay, finally she played. I also don't understand why she checked. If she just wait, it's draw, yeah? How to progress? You cannot progress, huh? King a7, I wait again. But now she is like forcing black king to go to a2 square. And now black will win. Crazy. Okay, let's go back to the Poitan game because there were some interesting developments. So the IG chess for that is not working, so I just do it on the Lee chess board. I'm just looking at the game. Somehow the bishop ended up on e8. What has happened? I think black played e4. Yeah. e4, rook d1, rook e5. So like rook d4, bishop ended up on e8. I don't know how. No, that's definitely not the way that happened. I don't know what happened, but the rook ended up on bishop ended up on e8 somehow. And this is a position. I don't understand why I didn't take the pawn. Pretty messy, yeah. How did we get here? Let me see if ID chess is already updated. So go back to the Poetic game. No, it has not updated at all. The ID chess is broken. It's completely broken, this thing. So you play rook b1. Oh, the bishop came to g6 somehow. I think somehow the rook came to d4. I think he played rook d6. Yeah, that's how he did it. So he didn't hang the pawn. Yeah, bishop e8, rook d4. So if you take, then rook e4. Yeah, bishop g6, and now actually still that pawn is hanging. Yeah, so he played rook b1. Try this bishop c4. Yeah, and now broadcast paused. Classic. I guess he must move rook, yeah, otherwise bishop c4. Because move king, I still go bishop c4. Let's say rook c8, okay. I mean, still playable, yeah, but white loses the pawn. Okay, Poyota is still defending. But okay, it's got a lot better than what it was before, obviously. He played g4. Oh, rook c8 was played and he played g4.
G4. Did he blunder?
I still don't understand why he is allowing. Why was e3 not working the previous game?
No, before that.
Why e3 was not working before?
No, the rook is on b8. Yeah, it's not.
Oh, because of bishop c4. Huh?
Mm.
It looked like he just blundered, yeah,
Yeah.
g4.
E3.
No, e3 is finished, yeah? Because like everything collapsed,
Yeah.
right?
Rook e1 is coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
So rook f1.
Rook f1 take and
takes.
rook e3. Finish, huh?
Yeah, that's two pass pawn.
Finish the pawn. Even I can win for your 10 from this one.
He wants to play king g3.
E3 is play, yeah? And he play f4. Oh, he want to play f4. Okay. We don't look with engine. They give chance. But is rook g5 possible? Or is too much? Or is there, I mean, there must be something better for sure, yeah? It's not bishop b1 for sure, because fe and nothing, yeah? Or maybe it is bishop b1. fe and rook f8. Then maybe I just go king g3.
I think it's finished. Rook f2.
Rook f2, yeah? I mean, I agree, it's probably finished, yeah? Maybe this is correct, yeah? Because e6, my king will always catch, yeah? Bishop f3 and I guess just move rook, yeah? Like rook d2 or something. Rook d2 maybe take and bishop d1. No, but also b4, yeah? So maybe just rook d2. I think this finished because e2 is threat. Finish. So let's see, is bishop b1 is correct or what? Let's see. Yeah, bishop b1 is correct, and he played bishop b1, fe5 already on the board, and
King
he
f7.
will play rook. He will play rook. He's thinking either rook f8 or rook e8. Huh?
He play king f7.
Oh, he played king f7, and what happened? He played king g3. Yeah. Why he play king f7? Rook f8 looks so winning. Yeah. Now what happening? He played king f4. Maybe he missed this, huh? Maybe he thought he just take the pawn for free. He grabbed the pawn, yeah? Rook f8, king e3, and you take e5, yeah? Okay, still black is maybe pressing. Oh, is black even pressing anymore? Bishop f3, rook d5 is coming. I don't think black is pressing. Black maybe need to make draw quickly rook b8 and b4 before you lose, yeah? Otherwise, maybe I lose. Okay, I don't lose, yeah. I got these pawns, I cannot lose. But you don't win anymore. You do not win this anymore, for sure. So Poyutan survived, huh? Actually, was rook f8 winning? Because I suggest... No, rook f8 is not winning. Because rook d1. So only way to win is rook e8. Not the easiest, yeah, I guess. So rook f8 was so tempting. King moves. I don't know why he don't go to g3. Okay, go to g3, but it's also lost, yeah. Because you cannot take the pawn, yeah. I just go back. And then I play bishop d3. And the pawn goes through. Okay, this one is pretty easy. Hard part is seeing the move rook e8. Actually, maybe not so hard. You attack pawn and win it. Just that we cannot see also. And also somehow black cannot see. Okay. So now, yeah, we are in the position after bishop f3, yeah? Wait, oh, sorry. We are positioned after bishop f3. Sorry, not rook f8. But king f7. Which is very strange. Because maybe you think you cannot take the pawn, you cannot, you know, protect, but actually you can. King bishop f3, I think now he need to play some rook b8, yeah? And try for b4. To activate the rook. Or maybe you can try rook No, but rook d5 is wrong. Yeah. So we think rook b8 is only. Check king e6.
Rook c5.
Maybe
it-
we must. Computer says sack it, yeah, but I don't know. But otherwise, how to play for win? Because king d4, king f4 coming, yeah. Actually, if we try too hard, we lose.
I think Puyajan will push to win this one.
I think so. I know him. He will push like 50 move. But okay, we will cut broadcast, yeah, because otherwise we cannot go home.
Yeah. Okay.
The bus is leaving at 7:30, so I'm going to cut the broadcast whether it's finished or not. But we're gonna cut it at the very last minute, of course. We are not going to leave you guys hanging, and we are not gonna leave you while this crisis has not been resolved. If you go bishop c6, do you run into trouble or? I don't think you do yet, right? I don't know. Because king d4, I still have rook d8. No, but then bishop d5. Then I really run into trouble.
Hmm.
This one I will lose. That's how I lose. This one I will lose for sure. Okay. But what you tell is he will definitely try this one.
Yeah.
He will not take draw. What did he play? He played rook b8. Okay. King d4 was so rook b8, king d check, king e6 and king d4. No, I think
Can you try before?
you need to play b4 already.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe worse. Already, black should sort of understand he should not be playing for win already. I think. I guess now white will probably check and probably best is to check and make draw. Yeah. Something like this. Because if take, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe black can start thinking of playing again because rook b3 coming. If rook b3 coming, then maybe black can start to play for win again. I don't think it's white playing there, right? So maybe, yeah, black need to play b4, and I think white needs to repeat. I think that's a fair result. Because also one thing worth mentioning, don't ever think of taking this pawn because bishop a2 finish. And that's how you lose as white. That's the only way you lose as white now, actually. So don't do that. But other than that, yeah, it should be nothing. Yeah. But if black doesn't play b4, then Poyuten will try. He will try until 8:30 p.m. That one is no question. All the way until 8:30. If Poyuten doesn't, he will try. Poyuten will press this, I know. Actually in Penang when I played him the same. I was better, then after that I played too passive, and then he don't want draw. He play and then I lost. And that was the story of our game. So I know him very well. He will not to give easy draw in any game. Okay, b4 was played, of course. Black was playing well, and okay, he understand he's sleeping up. He needs to make draw. Yeah, CB of course. Of course, black need to play rook takes b4, no question. He's thinking about what, c3? No, the rook is even protected by bishop. Yeah, that would be dumb. He's gonna play rook takes, of course. Yeah, he plays rook takes, and now what's gonna happen? Checks. I think they should be repetition now, because otherwise rook b3 can be in trouble. Yeah. So I'm expecting rook e5. No, he play rook c5. He playing for win. He's playing this for win. He won bishop d5. Maybe now I need to play c3 actually. Because otherwise maybe you got bishop d5, I got trouble, man. Because I think I cannot keep this pawn in any case. I cannot see a way to keep the pawn. But if I do that, I know I will suffer for 2 hours. That's the thing. He will not give me easy draw. But I'm afraid if I don't, then I will lose in 5 minutes, yeah? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be too afraid of him. Maybe we can just defend it, yeah? There's no need to be too afraid of him. Bishop d3 was played. Bishop d5, of course. And I guess, okay, now we just play what? King d6, or is it better to go to... No, king e7, king e5. Better don't do that. King d6, rook c6, though. Maybe some line like... Okay, this one is tricky, yeah? Yeah, you play king d6, rook c6 will come, yeah?
Okay, I need to go.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks, Nelson, for
Yeah.
joining us. And
Thanks.
yeah, hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.
Okay. So rook c6 will come. That one is no question. Otherwise, otherwise what do you do? It cannot be any other move. And I think maybe black needs to play king d7, yeah? Because... or maybe king e7, because king e7, king e5. I'm thinking this can be maybe a bit unpleasant. So I'm trying to think how Poyutin will try to press this. It's of course risky not to take the pawn, but if you take the pawn, it's draw instantly. So Poyutin of course will try his best not to take the pawn. So maybe what you do is you go to d7, so that you're forcing Paul to take. But maybe also it can be risky, yeah? Because then rook h6 is still can be quite risky, yeah? Yeah, he played king d7. I think rook h6 will come. So yeah, I mean Poyutin will try to play this, yeah. Because also the thing is that you can't really push this pawn ever to try to trade it because this bishop hangs. If you ever move the bishop back, I can take on c4. So if you do something like this, I can take. And I don't think I'm too worried about this because maybe I should be, yeah. Okay, then maybe this is the way. You go back to g6, so I can't take, and now you want c3. Okay, so Poyutin doesn't do that. He plays rook a6. He put the rook on a6. Very safe. So he's not running to bishop g6, yeah? Because actually I thought that this was working, but there's actually rook c4, king d3, and rook f... No, there's not rook f4. Rook f4, g6, yeah. Okay, so maybe this is just draw, yeah? I mean, king e6, check, king e5, and draw. So this one leads to immediate draw. So that's why he's trying rook a6. He is playing obviously for win. If he wanted draw, he could take c4 like earlier, yeah? Or he could play rook c5 and black would have to repeat. But he is playing for win. There's no question. That's one thing that a lot of these strong players have. They're very opportunistic. So if you give them a chance to play for a win, they will take it. Even if they were defending the whole game, if you give them just this one chance to play for a win, they are going to play for a win. And they are going to press you hard. But okay, I think obviously it must be a draw. And actually trying to press on would be dangerous. Like, one way we could try to press on is this, which obviously runs into c3, which is extremely, extremely risky. Because also I don't see immediate mate, and it could be dangerous. Or maybe there is an immediate mate, yeah? King d6, and you might have to give up some stuff for it. Alright, welcome back. We're trying to see how Poyutin can play this for a win. Because I know Poyutin very well in this respect. And I know he will not give easy draw. Because he thinks he already is doing well. He's given a check on e6. Rook b1 is given a check on e6. Anytime we can take c4 make the draw, yeah, but he doesn't want. Interesting, what is he planning with this?
Yeah, but from a losing position to a draw position is very good already for me.
For you. For me also. That's why we're not Poyutin. Right? We are not Poyutin for a reason.
But I have a friend. He also my coach. I still remember on that time. I think on 2018, 2017 something. He played with Gukesh.
Right. Bishop f5 was played, by the way.
He played with Gukesh on that time. That time Gukesh is just 10 years old. Still CM,
Right.
rating 2 to something. And the end game position is very drawish, like different color bishop.
Yep.
Where he grinding Gukesh until he win.
Who's the guy?
Jam going the core also.
Oh yeah, Nguyen, yeah. Nguyen is very persistent guy. I remember in 2015 he was like worse against Ong Jeng Sheng and then somehow like managed to like win one of these games. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Ong Jeng Sheng, but one of the guys was like 2100. He's losing and then managed to even win somehow. So
he good at
these
that.
GMs, they are very good at that, at these things. By the way, Bishop f5, the grind has started. Yeah, Rook b5 I think is correct, because otherwise you just lose pawns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rook a7 check, and I think you go king f8. Yeah, your king should go far from the enemy king so that there's no checkmate ideas. And now I think there's really nothing, because how you deal with this? It's impossible. The only way is to give perpetual, and after perpetual is happening, we can go home.
This is last game.
So Poyoten, cepat perpetual and we go back, okay? Deal? Last day I treat you to a good meal. Cepat perpetual. Otherwise we're not friends anymore. Okay. No, but I don't think it's anything other than perpetual.
Yeah.
It's only whether he cepat or he not cepat. No.
What?
Oh, nice. Bishop f5, rook f2. That's the idea. He played rook a2, so that if you take, there's rook f2.
It's very grinding.
You see these guys? They are good, huh? They are good. No, but you don't take on f5. You play like king g7.
Yeah.
But he is pressing every last drop, yeah? You go king g7, and then he goes rook f2. My goodness, I don't need to eat anymore. I'm going to miss the bus, I'm going to miss everything. This game goes on? I thought already draw, huh? But apparently not. Okay, he played king... What did he play? He played king... He played king e7. King or rook f2, yeah? What we played?
I thought so.
But
Good
it's not really winning try, yeah?
Yeah,
Let's say
yeah.
even I wait with the rook. Okay, maybe now you bring your king though. You bring your king to... But it's always risky to move king because then pawn can start to move, yeah?
Yeah, that's the problem.
So if you move your king, maybe I do this. I say I cut your king. So your king cannot come back. Now suddenly who's playing for win? I don't know. No, okay, I'm not playing for win now. I'm not playing for win as black, but I'm trying to stop you from playing for a win. That is the key. It's not about me winning. I don't want you to play anymore, because then I might blunder, because I already tired. It's second round of the day, yeah? So okay, so he's played rook a2. He's played rook f2 and king d6. He's not played rook a5, he's played king d6. Honestly, I wouldn't move my king so far, because I want my king very close to this side. But at this point, I don't know who is playing for a win.
I think both want to win as well.
I think both want to win. I think both players really want to win this game. I think also because firstly Poetin is high rated, he has white. He feels like he's almost obliged to win. And yet he's got worse position, and now he's trying to exact a little bit of revenge on his opponent
King e3
by torturing him a little bit. But black is saying, actually you're not torturing me. I'll wait, I'll just move, and maybe you might overpress.
Yeah.
Because black still has a bit of hope that you overpress. So rook f3 has played. Check king c3. I mean, it's still draw, yeah? Even if everything gets exchanged, it's a draw. You put your king on g6, there's nothing to do.
No.
So that one is still draw. But black is just saying, okay, I'm not gonna like force a draw. I don't mind you playing on, because You know, you could overpress this, and maybe because I already messed things up, Black knows he messed up big win. He knows. Even if he didn't know exactly where the win was, he knew he messed it up. Because he's a strong player. Strong player will know that there was a win.
Yeah.
It's like me just now. I know there was a win. Maybe I didn't see the win itself. Actually, I was suggesting another different move instead of King F7. That was that was also not winning. So we'll see the ideas, but yeah. But yeah, maybe we don't know what the win is, but we know we were winning. And so Black is saying, come on, please overpress so I get chances. Because it is a C pass pawn after all. Hoyton playing King D2. He's rerouting the king.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Actually, I think if I was Black, I want to shut him down and play King E5.
This weird thing.
Because your king cannot cross ever.
Yeah.
And every time you do, if you do this, then actually you could be in trouble, yeah? This is how you... So, no, you don't overpress. Because you have the H pawn.
Yeah.
So, you do not overpress here. I don't think it's possible to overpress. So, like, trying to ask white to overpress is a bit much. But okay, after you botch such a big advantage, sometimes you lose your objectivity. I'm not saying Black is losing his objectivity, it's still a draw. But it could happen. Actually, was there C3? I'm just thinking, could he have played C3 here? It's still draw, yeah? I think you just go you rook F1.
Yeah.
You could have played C3, I think.
And then
This is draw, yeah?
Yeah, draw.
Let me just see. I just want to see if C3 is blundering something. No, it is not. It's draw. C3 would have been immediate draw. Oh, they have exchanged everything on D3, yeah? He played rook D5, they took everything on D3, and...
It's in draw already.
King D5, King E3, King E5, and draw. And we go home. Very good. Very, very good. But because Poetin played on so long, no free dinner for him. He played too long already. Tired already. But seriously, how does he have so much stamina? It's crazy. When I was a kid, I didn't have that half the amount of energy I had. He played a long game this morning to win, and now he's playing another long game. He's still trying to win, of course.
King E4.
But it's impossible. Because like I just wait here, yeah, like this.
Yeah.
And you cannot make progress. I wait these two squares. You cannot make progress.
But still.
Of course he's gonna try to do something, but he can do nothing.
Yeah, of course double pawn.
Yeah, because the double pawns, exactly. And if you run here, I will start to pick these guys.
Yeah.
So if you go to H6, I will go to F4. King H7, King G5. Okay, we are reaching this, yeah? And now he will do the king boogie shuffle. King E4 and King F4, and he just like goes back G7. He's going to G3. Ah, this is what I'm talking about. Now the king will go to F4.
Yeah.
Now the king will go to F4. No, he did not. He played King G6 and... King H4, King G6, and finally, yes, they agreed a draw. Woo. Finally, we can go home. It's a long day, but we made it. We made it, Afif.
But we still have tomorrow.
And we made it with 19 of you present. I think that's the most we have had this whole time. So thank you very much to all of you for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow. So tomorrow there's only a single round, so it will start around 3:15. Maybe 3:10, 3:15, depending on when the delay, like depending on how long the delay is tomorrow. So thank you all so very much for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Too long. But yesterday I think longer, right?
What?
Yesterday longer, right?
Yesterday was longer. You're right.
Yesterday
Okay.